Time to get an appropriate comfy buddy holly to go with today's comfy vibes.
I haven't even had a chance to say hello yet, and already we're done with this shit. Welcome on in, everyone. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Welcome on in the Fine Pit. Welcome on in Ilianos. Welcome on in Kronos and Moonbear. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Welcome on in Pseudowolf. Who else we got? Welcome on in Gadget. Glad to have you too, Yak and Sweet Bean. Welcome on in, we got Soy Real. Thank you for the tier, the Prime subscription for 11 months. Welcome on in, Xana. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Welcome on in Costa. Glad to have you too. Gonna be gone soon, but salutations, good tidings. Well, thank you for stopping by. You go take care of yourself. You have a wonderful evening. It has been a bit of a day for me, so I am just gonna make the decision. I'm the decision maker. I'm the one who decides that we're just gonna do something cozy. Let me go and get the Song Quest stream going, and then yeah, we're over here in web fishing. Apparently Kronos has put a thing down. Let me see. What is that? Is this a loss? Oh, it's a cute shark. It's a shark. That's adorable. Honestly, I'm a big fan of sharks. So welcome on to People's News. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. But yeah, we're back in fishing city. Let's try this again. I did a little bit off screen. Mostly just like some of the metal detecting stuff. But yeah, mostly like at this point I'm basically capped out on everything. Because I hung out on DA's stream a little bit. I did get the boxing glove. Bap. Get bapped. Avoid fishing is where it's at. I think so. I only have one more fish to catch. I have to get the seed something fucking like that. That's the name of it. I don't even know what this joke means, but I DM'd it to you because some ethereal force possessed me. Oh, merciful God. Did you put in the... Okay, wait. I don't think I've received anything. Doesn't look like I've received anything on any platform. I don't think you have me in over Telegram, so... did you whisper it to me? The rainfish? Yes. So the rainfish is the one thing I need to get yet. Wait, what the... I guess to be fair, I do deserve this. Welcome on People's News. Glad to have you, Sweepy. Nope, no whispers there, so... But yeah. Wait. I need to figure out how to... Because, like... So I know how to get to the void. The problem is I don't know where the thing is that, like, lets me get to the void. It's like a private island style thing. Oh God, the song is so French. Not sure when, but it shows up randomly. Talking about Rivals of Ether joke. So we can sometimes see the PNG settings. Oh, that's because for whatever reason it doesn't seem to like you know, it basically if I ever have my fucking mouse on my right monitor, it pops up because it's like even though it's not in the foreground, it still like is it's an island you get after leveling up your camp. My camp's already at maximum level. Do I just get a thing in my inventory that lets me place down an island? Yeah, I have camp tier 4. Buddy storage, buddy speed. I don't see anything. Check your props. Okay. Oh, I see someone's already set it up, so. I haven't even looked at props. I bought a bunch of prop stuffs just for like the memes. So I guess we're void fishing. Press V for props. Oh, hold up. Oh, well, this is just great. Hold up a moment. I gotta set up like something cozy looking because I've not messed around with the props yet. That's okay. That's way too close to the fire. Hold up a moment. Okay. There we go. Again, I'm way too close to the fire. To be fair, even this one's like probably way too close. Because like it's low key. The thing with fires is like they actually are way fucking hotter than I think. Like something like here. Like, yeah, that's probably a little better. So yeah, I got all of the props. Which means I can go ahead and place down the well prop. Let's do some whale fishing. If I... What is this fucking lo-fi Buddy Holly? Hello? Did you gambit in the game? I've gambited a little bit. My understanding is that the gambit in this is Discord not you send you Aether, I barely know her. Oh, it did. That's so long. That was a couple days ago. Welcome on, Leanna.
Sweet 16 Starky. Starky 17 hard now.
Enjoy the
Where are the
emotes, you sweet bean.
tortillas?
Oh my god, not the fucking tortillas. Listen, there are no tortillas to be found here. There is only tortillas. Right in an overworld? That's very tempting, actually. Okay, so, like, is there actually, like, different, like... Because, like, I think what I need is, like, specific to the river. Although, like, there's no, like, wiki for this game. If you ever do if you ever do a subathon, you should take a shot each time a Buddy Holly song plays on Webfishing Victorian art streams. I think that would actually, like, I think that would literally kill me, and I think that's also against Twitch TOS. Oh, it is raining now. To be honest with you, void fishing is fun every now and then, but there is something nice about, like, the environment of like actually fishing, you know, like not in the void. Tacos? Are those tacos? Tacos mispronounced. There is, but it's vague. Okay. So like there is like actual like location consideration. I suppose it makes sense. Welcome on to be glad you sweet bean. I'm actually like so used to waving now that like even though I'm 2D and don't have hands, I still do it by default. Also, this is the most me title. I'm gonna be honest with you. There is no title that's more me than just :3. As anyone who has ever texted me. I mean, it can't be different from Drunk Mario Party Skydive with Kusa, Blur, and Kofo the other day. I mean, well, here's the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure it's against Twitch TOS to give chat the opportunity to make the streamer drink. Or to, like, why not colon greater than, though, Starky? Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada en français. Yeah, like, so I think the major difference there is, like, if it's a drinking game with, like, prescribed rules, it's fine. I think the instant, like, chat has the potential to, in any way encourage it, it, like, actually starts breaking Twitch TOS. Which is why, like, you can't have, like, you know, like, X number of bits, I'll take a shot, sort of thing. That's definitely within Twitch violations. I'm getting childhood PTSD. I forgot that you're Canadian. There, oh, who's Void Cat? Why? Oh, why am I here? Welcome on a Mystic Wind. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Someone decided to put, "Oh Canada" in français. I just sing the national anthem. Okay, like, that's low-key extremely creepy. What is this creepy pasta as shit? I do not like that. He's just walking slowly. This is actually... Who are you? Okay, now me checking my fucking online friends. StarkyMorph, follow me. Okay. Sure. This is like those people who do the like the, you know, the... Oh, wait. Before we go to the void. Anyone here know how to get into... I mean, we have a void teleport set up in the like... Oh my god! That's the fucking fish I've been needing! That's the thing I've been needing for this entire time! The fucking seed thickthesis. we have the void over here. If you go into the shop. In the shop, we have to travel to the small island and then come back. I still have no idea who Void Cat is. It's a little... Oh, whoa! Wait, you can super bap each other... Oh, you can just hop over it? Alright. Welcome, we are now in the void. The void. Yes, what do you want? I am an entity that warns streamers.
We're the rats.
It's pronounced Tuataila and Tisos, also Kueshodila. You're welcome, Mexicans.
I look for new players to the... info of this. Oh wait, is the like lobby system broken? Can like, even though this is set to friends only, can people still join your streamer, right? Yes? I mean, if you're responding to me speaking, then yes. I'm gonna tell you after I was able to join you. Okay. Okay, how?
Hugs.
Before that? Please be careful too. We've already run into Grincher. We've dealt with Grincher before. Which we started doing friends only, which corrupts your saves. Okay. Another new one. Oh, good. Saving just in case. Probably for the best. Called Air Traffic Controller? That's a bizarre name. Just set your chat to local? Okay. Because you literally thought, oh my god. Okay, so if you literally doxes you, then I might actually switch games, because that is a pretty serious, you know, by seeing the nearest airport to your location. Okay, that's luckily not as bad for me as it is for most people, because I'm pretty open about the fact that I'm in Indiana. So, you know, the nearest airport to where I am is, you know, but by the info I got in Discord Reddit, you can only send that on the global chat. Interesting. They should really work on the coding of this game if it's that exploited. And only affect people in the US. Okay. Well, it's like, that's pretty bad. Be careful because you are a streamer. Okay. And now for the way I got into the game. It was pretty simple. Okay, how did you join? If it's simple, I'm like, I think we might have to switch games. I just searched for your Steam profile and the people that are in the game. Oh my god, wait. No. Okay. So anyone with a public profile is joinable. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay, that's actually like a huge problem. Yeah, no wonder. Okay. Is Void Cat a dev? I assume not, otherwise, like, they would have fixed it. So you gotta set, yeah, you have to set your account to private. It's not actually friends only. I think I'm pretty sure I have mine set to friends only. That is actually, like, I'm not a dev, just informer. I sincerely appreciate you and the work that you do. I am fairly open about my location, but, you know, there are other streamers out there who are much bigger and, you know, probably much more concerned about people having access to, like, info like that. So it actually, like, is a huge deal that you do this. Thank you for that. Safest way to play web fishing is to set the server to only friends. I think that's how I have the server set currently. And everyone who joins sets their profiles to private. Or go offline. Okay. Why was I the target of that? I'm assuming the reason that you were the target was because your profile is not set to friends only or private. So like he was able to see that I was hosting a server and then see who all was connected to that server. And then like because you were just one of the people who happened to not have your account set to private, he was able to join on our instance. That's like so annoying. Okay. Is Voidcat in chat Twitch? I assume that he's watching because he's responding to what I'm saying on stream. I was joined by slowly walking and scaring streamers. Honestly, I was like, who the fuck is Voidcat? I didn't cry my corner. You're fine, Gadget. I think okay, it should be fine if everyone is set to private. I'm in stream, but I'm a mysterious lady. You know what? I appreciate that. That is definitely very scary though. Oh lord, that's just scary when I like to give everybody info. You know what? I appreciate that. There was definitely a moment where I'm like, is stream actually about to go down because some like actual like doxing information was about to be released? So Voidcat's just I think Voidcat's just the PSA person. This needs to be highlighted and sent to all web fishers. Oh shoot, was that you? Seems right about the void, the spectral rod, and meteors. Yes. Seriebot did get someone. Hopefully that wasn't you. No, it was the bot selling. Oh, okay, it was the bot selling viewers. My job here is done. I appreciate you. Thank you for the work that you do. The void calls me back. To the void we return. But before I go, one last message. Voidcat, more like void goat. You know, exactly. Actually, can we get like pets or like hearts in the chat for Voidcat? Because like this work is sincerely important, and like it is actually keeping everyone safe. Chat, follow, sub. Oh my god. You goober. Thank you for the work you do. Goodbye. Farewell. For now. Okay. Thank you so much. I won't lie. It definitely like it took a little bit for the sphere to settle in, but it definitely came. Ooh, it's the unidentified fishing object. Okay. Look at my literal dogfish. Literal dogfish. Okay. So I guess this is. Oh my god. People, think about like 1K that he's used to me being. I was paying attention at first. I reached out. This was a moment. This was. Low key. I was like, what's happening? I was like, I promise you that was not scripted. That was like freaking out. Welcome on to Chaos. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Okay, so
Voidcat told me to do it.
Thank you for the 1K biddies, and thank you, Voidcat. Okay, so I think what that means is, as part of my responsibilities as the person hosting the web fishing server, I need to do a quick check of everyone's Steam accounts. At least we know the other a-hole. Yep. Yeah, at least you know, knowing about that person in advance does actually. Oh yeah. Wait. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Because like if you're in here, I can visit Steam account. Okay. Is there a way for me to see if it's like if a Steam account is set to private? Starky, 1K bit alert is my ringtone. I just adjusted mine. Okay, so Gadget, you're fine. I think, let me see. Quick Google. How to tell if a friend's Steam account is friends only. I would like to see what my profile looks to other users. It's not friend. Use the browser logged out of Steam. Okay. So if I just do like a quick Google, just for safety's sake. I feel special. I got targeted by a new skill. Let me go tell Brandon. You got targeted by a new user. Oh my god! I didn't realize Muskie was a title. That's hysterical. Steam community. Search Feeble Zeus. This user's profile is private. Perfect. Quick look for Kronos. Oh shit, I just realized there's so many Kronoses. Oh, so it's the one with... Okay, I should be able to locate this. Kronos' friends only? Perfect. I've got a very important... Look at him, my small... Oh my god, it's a small sunfish. Can't believe my avatar got punched by a celebrity. Okay, Kronos is good, Feeble Zeus is good, okay, Gadget just confirmed that they're good, so we should be fine. Also, just in saying that these things haven't been patched out yet, I can kind of understand it. It's definitely scary, but like, because this is like basically like a 1 or 2 person crew. It is bad that it hasn't been patched out, but like I also am not really surprised. I think the primary thing that's like an issue, like it is one of those things that's a result of... I got targeted by a scammer the other day, so I had to do some stuff on my other account. Ooh, well, I mean, not ooh that you got that scammed, but hopefully, you know, hopefully sending it to friends only does make it easier. If I've gone missing, I've gone fishing. I at least dropped something. Steam account? Okay. So, that was horrifying, but back to your regularly scheduled fishing. I will probably have to be like, you know, anyone who wants to join in the future will probably need to verify that like they have their Steam account set to private or friends only. Oh, I just looked at how many people there are with like Kronos with a K, and there's 15K people, so I would have been searching for a hot minute. I did humor the scammer. That was in the morning. I'm like, part of me is like, I want to do the like ignore all previous instructions. Like, you know, and basically see if I can mess with like the scammer bots. Also, welcome on, Tom. Nice to have you, Sweet Bean. I should probably switch back to the shower lure. Is it still raining in the overworld? I'm not friends with a lot of people, so I just looked at your friends list. I appreciate that. Like, if I had made a game with huge vulnerabilities, I'd fix this by breaking some things temporarily. It's definitely the kind of thing, profile private, everything under it fucking private. I appreciate that. It's definitely, like, okay. I can, because it's, they're like, okay, you know, they want to make a, they want to make, like, a haha silly, like, fishing game that people can play online with their friends. And when you do that, there's like not really initial consideration given for like, oh, you know, there's gonna be bad actors who because like you don't expect it to take off. Like those kinds of like, oh, you know, people can join, you know. I did become Starky Shine Dealer, so welcome on Confused Squad. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. There's like no consideration like because you're like, oh, this game's never gonna take off, so you don't need to do safety measures because you know it's only gonna be people playing with their friends. I'm sorry, having a rough day. It's I swear to God, my luck has hit rock bottom today. It's kind of wild all the shit that's happened to me. I haven't even talked about this morning. I really did think there are going to be like a dozen people ever to play it, if I remember right. Oh yeah, like that's the thing. It's like you don't need security measures like you know, like sanitizing inputs if you only expect like a dozen people to be playing this, because you're like, oh, you know, if one of your friends decides to like, you know, inject HTML, you can just be like, why would you do that, you dick? So I prepare for a $1 million player-based scenario before you're first. Okay, like here's the thing. Even setting aside like the logistics of that, welcome on to YFT. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Like there is, if you're designing infrastructure for an online game that you're expecting 1 million people to play, I actually feel like, to be fair, like this is lucky that there's no like time consideration needed, so you can basically be, you know, you can just like basically handle players as they come. Like, you know, there's not much like server overhead for a game like this, like compared to like a fighting game, like where there'd be a ton. I'm about to ask if White Cat likes my little shark doodle. Welcome on to Cynic Deval. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. So send a DM to a Tiger and Fox. Appreciated. It's probably important that they know as well, especially if they're going to be playing web fishing a lot. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not even like redundant. It's just that like there would never be a case for you to need to implement stuff like that. It's I'm reminded of the XKCD comic that like talks about the idea of like it's like going to a PT, like, you know, it's like the idea of, you know, putting like antivirus on like, I think voting machines was the example that they gave. It's like going to a PTA meeting and then the teacher assures you that every time he teaches, he's wearing a condom. It's like, I guess it's better than the alternative, but if this conversation's happening, many people have fucked up their jobs. Like, something completely unprecedented has happened. But yeah, no. All of that happened. I haven't even fucking talked about my morning, because my morning was dog shit. Here's the thing. Like, I'm definitely like a little bit riding the like struggle bus. So I got up at like 7, as I usually do for my work. I drove into work. As I was, you know, I was talk about it. I was getting a bunch of stuff out of my car. So like I was, you know, I was basically like held, like, you know, I had like one bag, like, you know, one bag for my the work computer, one bag for my like lunchbox. And as I'm like reaching in to see like if I've missed anything, I think my fucking lunchbox, like the, you know, at most 10 pounds of pressure being applied through my lunchbox, fucking shattered the glass on my car, which is like, so I went to the office and my boss was like, "Hey, go home, you work from home for the rest of the week." Oh god, it was just one of those like. Luckily, I wasn't hurt. You know, that's the major thing. Was like, I think I might have like a little shard on my elbow, and there was like a little bit of like, you know, sharding in like my fingers and whatever, but like nothing actually seemed to like pierce super deep. But also that's like a $300 issue. Which like also like if 10 pounds worth of force, like that's a sign that window was fucked up in some way. So like, you know, I'm like, I guess it's better that I discover it through, you know, you hit a boombox in your car. It also like, so like the entire morning I was just completely thrown off because you know, that happened. And a third glitchfish, heck yeah. That happened. I then proceeded to go into the office, file a claim to my insurance, only to like be found out like, oh, my deductible for my car insurance is like $200 more than it would actually be to fucking fix the thing myself. So it's literally not worth getting insurance involved, even though I filed a claim. The first place that I found through my insurance apparently didn't have the part, so I had to make a call in the middle of a work meeting, which also, like, I had 3 hours of work meetings, which at that point was just the fucking icing on top of the cake. Of, like, my shitty morning. Which, to be fair, like, I don't mind the work meetings at the current place because I'm not expected to engage. Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. Apparently, Safe Light, at least the one, like, local to Indianapolis, is garbage. Like, one of my coworkers was like, yeah, do not go to Safe Light. They're super unprofessional. So I'm getting it repaired. They're coming over tomorrow. It's like $300, which like feels real fucking bad because this month is already like light in terms of my income because it's a bunch of holidays and I don't get paid holidays. So I'm like, I'm gonna be fine. I just like I wanted to put back savings. I just like actually can't afford to do any saving right now because of that, which sucks. But like it, you know, at least I'm safe. That's kind of really all that matters. And then you know, I know that. Think about it. I think I have seen the void before. And if you think that like that's where the end of the day happens, nope, it continues. Because I was like, well, I don't have a car, and I was like, I was planning on getting pizza on the way home, so I guess I'm gonna have, like heat up a frozen pizza that I have saved for like emergencies. It turns out at some point, like some oil spilled in my fucking oven and started an oven fire, and I'm just like, well, that's bad. My fucking apartment's smoking up, and I'm just like, huh. I don't know how it happened. I think the best guess I've got is that like a little bit of chicken fat fell when I was making butter chicken. But the thing is like it should have, you know, because like since then I roasted some garlic to make like a garlic dip for Friendsgiving. So like I was really thrown off because I'm like, why the fuck is it smoking? And then I opened the door of my fucking oven, and you know how like there's the sound of fire catching, the like garlic confit, kind of like that. It's like a garlic ricotta, not ricotta. You know, it is like a garlic like whipped ricotta dip. Am I crazy for having cookies for dinner? Sometimes that's a struggle meal, but sometimes struggle meals are okay. So like I opened the door of my oven and watched it catch itself on fire. At which point I'm like, I looked in my fucking thing to see if there was I looked in my oven to see if there was any baking soda. I didn't have baking soda, which is how you're supposed to put out grease fires. So I'm like, it's a small grease fire in an oven. If there's ever a time to put water on a grease fire, it's this. So I splashed some water back there. It like the flames shot out, but luckily it was like the very back of my oven, and I immediately closed the oven door. So it put itself out. But definitely as that was happening, I'm like, at this point I'm not even like I'm just numb, man. Welcome on and Lukeman. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to live check. Glad to have you, Sweeping. I'm just tired. Fucking come on, man. You're gonna fucking add oven fire on top of broken glass. Welcome on in though. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. So yeah, that basically after that happens, I clean out my oven, got the pizza made, and then I was just like, you know what? Today is just not a lucky. Literally, as soon as my window broke, I'm like, today's a bad luck day. Like I should not be pressing it in any way, shape, or form. And it just kept getting worse. Luckily, I was home. I forgot another thing I did where like I think because I had to get the pizza, like my low-key the like space where all of my cooking tools are is kind of a mess. So getting the pizza cutter ended up knocking over and breaking like a storage tool I was using for my like Burb needs all the Lucky Charms for real. Apparently, in a sense I am quite lucky that I can do this. I guess it's lucky that I got hit by Void Cat first instead of like the, you know. Hey, we need to sell. I think it's I'm fine for now. I got like 13 more bait, and it's not necessarily that hard to get back down here. Welcome on in, Ocean. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Welcome on to Kill. Let's go to have you. That's why only your souvenir disappeared. Oh my god, you're kidding. I'm not. Oh my god. Okay, for context, Kiel Ellis is a friend from high school who recently took a trip to Japan. And he, you know, while he was there, he offered to get me some stuff. But apparently my thing, the thing he got as like a gift for me, is the only thing that went missing in his return trip. At this point, like, I definitely have crossed the threshold where, like, I can't even be upset anymore. It's just funny. Like, it's like, what are you gonna do? Be mad? Like, I guess, but also, what a terrible time for straight to start buffering. Oh my god. Actually iconic. We're in the salt mines, which is why we gotta go fishing. Gotta wash off all that salt. What a day, though. There's always tomorrow, so you know I've survived today. Hopefully tomorrow brings better luck. Hopefully this is like the the dark before the what's the thing, dark before the dawn or something. But yeah, no, like it's just a lot today. So like part of me was like I want to play Factorio, and another part of me was like do not do anything that is too strenuous. Do not try your luck. Do not do anything that's too mentally demanding. Calm before the storm. That's the opposite of what? This is definitely not calm. This is the opposite of calm. I'm in pain. What happens if I like pull? Oh. Oh. I was not expecting that. Better than getting hacked, losing your information, crying during stream. Yeah. Listen, there's there's still a possibility. Hopefully not, but like, you know, like at this point, I'm like, you know, whatever happens, happens. But yeah, so that's been my day, and part of why I'm like, you know what, we're just vibing. we are just fishing today. Nothing mentally strenuous, nothing like, you know, super like intense, because you know. I feel like if I like tried to play Hades 2, my fucking like house would explode. I still need to reach out to my like landlord because there's like a drip underneath my like kitchen sink that's been there for like a couple of weeks now, and I'm like, that's definitely like that's water damage potential. That, you know, like that's not even like at this point if it fucking like. Because I'm pretty sure there's a drain in like the laundry machine, like laundry room. So like, it would do more damage to like the place than it would do to anything I own. At this point, like I also could like just fix it myself, but also that's literally the landlord's problem. So the less I think I engage with critical infrastructure today, the better. I turn my Minecraft to Ultra HD graphics when it gets super cold inside my house. To be fair, that's like low key. I need to get some more crockpot recipes for this coming winter. It's weird because like fishing the fire in the void is quite lucky. Yeah, that's fair. So like, you know, we're just existing. I need to get like more crockpot recipes though. Just like stuff where I'm just like, yeah, let me just go and throw this stuff in the crock pot and that's a meal for the rest of the week. Hey, Starky, want to tempt fate? Fuck no! Christ, no! Not today! Maybe another day. Absolutely not today. Why not make your own? Why not make my own crock pot? I guess to be fair, like, crockpot cooking is kind of its own thing. Tempt fate? No! Fuck no! I do not need another broken car window. That's the last shit I need right now. Recipe? Let's play the lottery. Ugh. I guess to be fair, there's a part of me that's like tempted. It's like, it's what? If I fucking lose it, it's like $5. The universe owes me something, right? But yeah, no, I don't want to like turn this like into upsell complaining because I sincerely do appreciate everything I have. Because like in spite of today being bad, I do still have like friends and family who care. I have enough savings where like it is a blow, but it isn't like the end of the world. I'm able to stream. I have a a boss who actually like understands and big unluck gave me great luck. I just want to tempt fate despite it for what it's done to you. Okay, you can tempt fate, go for it, but like I'm not fucking taking that risk today. The part of me that's like sarcastic, like Starky, you heard the song "Eat Your Supper." Every single fucking, like, I have a tendency to, like, sarcastically predict things. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, like, you know, X or Y plot point happening as, like, a joke, and then it inevitably fucking happens. I can't even, like, I'm not even gonna try and joke about anything bad happening, because, like, Jesus. That is the luxury afforded to the me that isn't, you know, that didn't have a shit day. But I am glad to be fishing with y'all. What could possibly go wrong? Shut the... Cost, time yourself out. But yeah, how's y'all's week going? Oh, I guess before I haven't talked about my weekend at all. Let's see, this weekend, what did I do? I had a brother, for those who don't know, Monkey Kensu, my Era older brother, it was his birthday this last weekend, so we ended up, I roast my duck in the fire. I got to fix my shiny suit. Nice. Hopefully, like, you know, it's good that you have the, like, repair tools now. Hopefully you won't need to use them again for a bit of pain, because there's no more arcane. But yeah, so it was my brother's birthday this last weekend, which went pretty well, all things considered. We had a good time. We went to an Indian place. So basically, my Saturday was. Did I tell you how I broke my streak? You broke your streak in what? I ran out of the rubber strips in the only repair site. Okay. Well, I guess to be fair, you have the rest of the tools at least. So like Saturday, I got up at like 11, drove over to my mom's place, helped her set up a bunch of groceries. And then I'm making more of these emotes, and I'm up to 33, including yours. Oh my god, that's wild, actually. But yeah, so like after helping my mom with some stuff around her house, we took my brother to a local Indian place. My watch streak on Twitch. Oh no, an art weekend. Our weekend honestly sounds so nice. It's way too much primer. But it was my first time repairing latex, so it was shoddy at best. Understandable. I gotta go get some more. I've gone through like my entire like bait thing. We love Indian food. So yeah, it's honestly kind of a wild story. I don't want to like reveal too much about like my brother. Basically, my brother works for a works in like a very front-facing job. He interacts with a lot of people, like basically every single like, because it's a government position. So you know they're basically like anyone who ever needs anything from the government, he's realistically going to interact with at some point. And so, like, you know, he helped this one guy who ran a local Indian place. And, you know, he's like, you know, he's a little bit like the social anxiety, which I completely get. Because, you know, I have a little bit of social anxiety myself, although streaming has helped cure that a little bit. Let me see. So, you know, I get where he's coming from. Like there is like the struggle of you know, feeling like you're kind of putting like you know the why am I fucking like losing my train of thought now when I'm talking about social anxiety? It's like I fucking summoned it. But you know, it's like this guy was like yeah, go, you know, come to my local Indian place, like it's super duper good. And when we were there, like he pulled out all the stops, because apparently whatever my brother did to help him was like a huge deal for him. Like we got probably like, you know, like a ton of upgrades and stuff. Like he brought out like special appetizers, like beer, like he comped my brother's meal. I'm gonna shove a nuke in this hole. I feel like that's probably not smart. I can't exactly say that's wise. Spicy food now. I think like that's the only like issue I have with that place, because like the you know, the guy running it was like super genuine. For an Indian buffet, it was definitely holding back on the spice, which did leave me feeling like, oh, you know, just slightly saddened. It's a mine. It's fine. But yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday was like a lot of just like running around town getting groceries and like errands and stuff. Caucasian spice levels. I was so sad. I was so sad. I was like, I want some really spicy stuff, and then it was definitely white people spicy, which you know, is disappointing. Okay, Starky, just for you, I promise I won't play a pee-pee song today. I appreciate that. But so you know, the next day I was like in the other. It was basically like I had to get my hair cut because MFF is coming up and the holidays are coming up, which was another like. Haircuts are fucking expensive, man. I'm tempted to start just fucking like doing like head shaves at this point. But like, you know, luckily I basically only get like a haircut like 2 or 3 times a year, so it's usually fine. I went liquor shopping today, but they ran out of Taiwanese lychee beer. Interesting. Oh, hello, Helicoprion. I see someone was enjoying the benefits of my shower lure. The cursed fish. But yeah, while I was away, I actually went to a local Indian place where they know me. So they know that I can handle an appropriate level of spice. And I was talking to the lady, I'm like, hey, can I get Indian hot? Which is like, you know, where they're like, okay, you know, we trust you enough, you can get Indian hot. I've never had lychee beer. That does sound really good though. And she was like, do you want Indian hot or the level up? And I'm like, please give me the level up. I think I need to get like 2 Indian hot plus 2. Like I think that's like my limit at that place. I ordered a spicy chicken sandwich hot sauce, and it's about as spicy as a jar of mayonnaise. It's just like disappointing, man. Okay, because like, so my mom is like the stereotypical. Welcome on in, Risk. Let that be a sweet bean. My mom, I love her to death. She is the stereotypical white person when it comes to spice. To the point where like there have been instances where like we were not able to detect spice in the thing that she was eating, and she was even then like, it's spicy. Soon, yes, MFF is approaching quite rapidly. Honestly, kind of wild. But yeah, no, she's like the, you know, she's basically every bit the stereotypical like cannot handle her spice like middle-aged white lady. We took her to that place, and they, like, made the mildest curry, like, the mildest butter chicken. Like, I could taste ever so slightly a little bit of spice. It's basically Korean food is hit or miss, because they either good spicy or painful spicy. But, she was... I think I've actually got my mom to start enjoying Indian food, which is kind of wild. Because she liked that place, and then she liked the place we went to, for my brother's birthday. The wild thing, though, is, like, because, like, basically to make sure that she was going to be able to eat the, like, first butter chicken she had, I was like, let me go ahead and give it a try. And it's so sad. Like, curry with no spices, just, it's so empty. It's so hollow inside. The entire time, I'm just like, something is very wrong. Because, like, I don't know how to describe it. Indian food makes eating vegetarian fun. I'm not a vegetarian. Honestly, like, becoming a vegan or vegetarian, like, you know, it does seem like it'd be a lot easier if you do, like, a lot of Indian food. But, like, it was just, like, wild. Because I never get mild food. And she was like the guy offered was like, yeah, that's the milder, like, you know, because they're like different, like it's like medium hot, Indian hot, and then like the other direction it's like a mild and milder. And she got the milder, and I'm like, there's so much missing. The heart of this food is gone. They ripped out the heart of the butter chicken. What did they do to you? Asian vegetarian food is so good. Low-key, I actually, like, really love tofu. I need to work with it more. I hate the, like, silken stuff. Firm and extra firm tofu is where it's at for me. You want to taste food that's so spicy that you pray for mercy from a higher being, lest you perish from the foul inferno that angers the notion it can be quenched? I actually have eaten that. Because I've had bulldog Korean, the bulldog 2 times spicy, the stuff in the fucking black package. That was awful. It was delicious, but also it hurt like a motherfucker. Welcome on up, Dumb Tish. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I don't believe in tofu as a food. Tofu is just a flavor sponge. My mom knows how to make a good vegan pho. Oh god, I love pho. I need to have pho soon at some point. There's like pho is just like upgraded chicken noodle soup, and I fucking love it. I tried kebab for the first time yesterday. To be fair, like there's almost like 2 different versions of kebab.
Wow.
Because like when I think kebab, I think like very much like, you know, like small chunks of meat on a skewer that's like been grilled. Whereas kebab is, I guess to be fair, kebab is technically just the term for like rotating meat on a skewer. Welcome on Unlock. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Is chat behaving? You know what? Actually, chat's mostly behaving, which I appreciate. Instead of spices, just a glob of mayo. Asians have more experience with vegan food than most of the world. That's fair. But you know, because I've had the Bulldog Korean spicy fire noodles, which were good, but I never want to have them again, because I ate those, and then I looked in the mirror, and it looked like I got fucking lip injections from how inflamed my lips were. I'm in training video limbo. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm thinking about trying ghost pepper hot sauce because I'm not confident enough for habanero, but I can't find a solid pain sauce. For me, okay, the thing with me and hot sauce is like, it needs to be both spicy and have good flavor. Because it replicates the texture of meat and not the taste. Yeah. Yeah, so like if you're trying to get like a meat flavor out of tofu, that's where your problem is. You're supposed to like apply spices and like strong flavors to it, you know? When I did that in my current job, I did 2 times speed with subtitles on to go through it faster. Some places actually like time how long you are on a specific page to make sure you don't do shit like that, which is a huge pain. And like, it's so funny to me because a lot of corporate like meetings, like, you know, meetings like that is just like, you have to remind the straight people that consent exists. Every single time one of those, like, you know, sexual harassment at the workplace videos I have to do, I'm like, why the fuck do I need to do this? The answer is straight people. I say, like, 50% jokingly. At one time, I opened 15 training modules at once and finished a 15-hour course in 1 hour. Oh my god. Hot sauce should have a good flavor, but also I needed sauce to push me to my limit. If you can find, there's a hot sauce I absolutely adore. It's called Fatali chili pepper hot sauce. The bottle of it is literally just like a chili pepper on the front. Sorry, I think we're talking about 2 different types of kebab. Yes, like I said, like kebab technically just means like meat skewered and then like cooked over a, you know, open flame. Because I think like almost like the like what I think of like as a kebab is closer like, or like my understanding of like what a kebab is almost closer to like a gyro. Like that's what like the British kebab is. Sadly, I need to actually complete these modules to get to know the product. Can't fix the product if I don't know the product. Oof. Could you type that out, Starky? I think it's like Fatali. It's like a South African chili pepper. It's something like that. The bottle is just like, it's just like an orange bottle, and then it's just got the fucking orange chili on front. It's super duper tasty and very spicy. I think it's like the 2nd spiciest pepper out of Africa after like the like it's not the scorpion. It might be after the Scorpion Trinidad. My work does not have sexual harassment training, but it does have anti-slavery training? But Tish, where the fuck do you work? They pay me enough money that they actually be mad if I don't deliver. I'm talking about the bunch of veggies and meat wrapped in bread. Yeah. So that is like, to be fair, I think that's also like called a kebab here in America. It just like depends. We have anti-slavery. Why? What is going on that you have anti-slavery training? What? Logistics is because of the sweatshop stuff? That's fair. I still think that my favorite line in any movie is the one from Glass Onion. Please tell me you did not think that sweatshops are where they make sweatpants. That movie's great. I watched it again with, I watched that with my brother recently, and I was like actually kind of like surprised because my brother got like a solid 60 or 70% of the twists in that movie. Like, I don't know what Wendy does to its ghost pepper ranch, but I'm pretty sure it's been watered down to white spice because I refuse to believe I can handle even Mexican spicy. Our HR department included a whole trans and non-binary awareness module in the harassment training. That's actually pretty sick. I respect that. But you know, like, here's the thing. If it's being made by a like a syndicated, like, you know, like widely spread fast food place, if it's ghost pepper, it's probably like a really fucking like really watered down ghost pepper. You know? You guys had a harassment training course? Yeah. Literally, it's 20 minutes of pronouns, motherfucker, respect them. You know what's funny? American Union busting training videos. Apparently, they can't do that anymore. You're not allowed to, like... I think there was, like, something that was, like, happened recently. It's to the effect of, like, you can't... you can't show, or, like, you can't, you know, have meetings around how, like, you know... Like, basically to compel workers away from joining unions. There was something to that effect. I can't remember. They're not allowed to, but they'll try to do it anyway. Oh, for sure. Listen, I'm at the point where, like, just start, like, shit needs to, like, be like, you know, not taxed, but, like, punishments need to start they need to start being, you know, some percentage of income. You know, if you're a CEO and you're speeding, that's like, it should be like $50 million for you speeding. That's like, that's where I'm at. Because, like, you know, there's a quote from the CEO of Sriracha, but I kind of forgot it. Ooh, large alligator. Thank you. I will be saving this one for later use. That later use is snuggling. But, like, I'm like, okay, you know. What's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
Hey, I saw Papa Mutt grab a tortilla from the trash earlier today and eat it. This is a reminder that Papa Mutt eats garbage. If you know the context, you know, otherwise I'm not telling you.
Here's the thing. I was, like, late to Papa Mutt's stream, because, like, I had, you know, by the time I realized that, like, he had started, it was already, like, 30 minutes in the stream. For whatever fucking reason, PubMut's, like, Discord in particular does not alert any of the mods, like, when he actually goes live. So we have to, like, actually watch the clock to make sure that we are joining at 2 o'clock. Seinfeld moment. I'm not judging, but just ask Alec to cuddle. Listen. Yes, but sometimes Alec isn't available. And then in times like that, that's when the alligator is useful. That's, like, when the giant gator is useful. I guess he is still gator. It went from, if you cannot handle spicy, useless, we're not making mayonnaise. Okay, so, like, that's the thing. It's like, I'm sure, like, because we got distracted. Like, big, you know, international, or, like, you know, the fucking the big fast food places are never going to make a product that doesn't, you know, like, that doesn't have a return on investment. And stuff like that, you know, if you're willing to make a return on, like, putting ghost chilies, which, like, are by no means expensive, but are, like, an extra logistical consideration, because you'd never make shit on site anymore at fast food places. I'm sure there are other gator furries able to cuddle. That's fair. But, like, you know, because you're like, oh, you know, this spicy chicken sandwich. That spicy chicken sandwich is being shipped halfway across the country. Like, they're not making that shit on site. That's like, logistical issue. He opened with the trash question. Okay, did he ask if it was okay to eat shit from the trash? Because the answer is no. If it's in the trash, it is not fit for human consumption. Would a dragon work? Dragons are also acceptable. But, Yes. No, no, the answer is no. You're not supposed to eat shit from the garbage. Very few places make on-site, but it makes sense. It's labor-intensive. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no reason to, like, you know... Which means that, like, in order to, like, actually have the ghost chili, or, like, ghost whatever the fuck, you need to, like, actually ship it in advance. Like, that, they're, you know... So, like, that's like, a logistical issue, because it means that, like, if they, you know... If they make it, they have to send it out instead of, like, another more reliable product. Starky, hear me out? I'm listening. To quote it, how long is it okay to eat food from the trash, and use an example of a pizza in a box just to put in the trash?
So our corporate position with anti-slavery is that, 1, we are not sourcing products from known sweatshop sources like pens and t-shirts, and 2, we are not outsourcing our data work to freelancers who get paid next to nothing to do our work or support work.
You know what? That's a good that's a good motto. That's also how we at here at StarkyMorph Labs operate. Our mods are not outsourced. They are very much insourced. But also, like, okay, here's the fucking thing. It's weird. Like, okay, if there is a pizza box, like if there's pizza in a box, your mods are lab grown. Yes. More tech companies need to take that on because so much support is outsourced. Uh-huh. Yep. Yes. If the food doesn't make contact with the trash pile directly, it depends on how badly you want it. I would even argue, okay, here's the thing. If like, you know, let's say you have a big trash can that like can fit a pizza box. If you put the pizza box in the trash can with other trash, I'm probably still not fucking eating it. Even if it didn't touch the other trash, because the scent of the trash for sure got on that pizza. You know? Like, there are actually, like, air, you know, it's foodborne illnesses, but, like, they can be transmitted, like, through the air, so, like, it's... There's a reason that, like, you know, we're, like, innately programmed to be, like, driven away by bad smells. It's because of that. You know, if it smells bad, it's probably gonna make you sick. Depends on the trash is stinky. Sure, I'm not eating the floor pizza that hasn't touched trash. Why am I touching the garbage pizza? You're not okay. I'll admit I'm one of those people who, like, if I drop something on the floor, it depends on how clean the floor is. But like, if the floor is like well taken care of, I will, like, you know, if like I drop like fucking like a Skittle on the floor, I'm not just like throwing that Skittle away. If it didn't touch anything gross, I'm just gonna pop it in the mouth. Pummets is certified 100% mutt behavior. But like, if you know, if it like landed in like dust or, you know, in like whatever like dust money is out there, I'm not eating that. It's like, it's also the same argument as like the like, let's see, what is it? The like dropping a vegetable. It's like, okay, you've washed your vegetable and you've dropped it. Are you gonna just throw away that fucking, like, let's say you're eating grapes. You're eating grapes and there's like, you know, one of the grapes fell off the vine and fell into the floor after you washed it. Are you just gonna throw that grape away? No, you're gonna either fucking decide that it's like not that big of a deal, or you're just gonna rewash the grape. Like there's you know, and I know that like that's like there's like it's almost like a texture, like, you know, it's like a texture curve, because I feel like if I dropped popcorn, like I'm not like, if you know, popcorn is like, because it has so many nooks and crannies in it, it's more likely to actually gather, like, it's more likely to retain the dust if I pick it off the ground. I rinsed off breaded chicken under the faucet and recooked it. Okay, so like, are you rinsing off the breading and then like actually washing the meat and then like rebreading it and cooking it? Like, my grapes extra crunchy? Absolutely awful. Because if you're doing that, I can get behind that. If you're like, I dropped this piece of chicken on the floor, it was breaded, but like I have extra breading and like extra, you know, extra like, you know, dip, whatever to stick it to. Like, if you wash the breaded chicken, like wash the breading, no, like I'm running it under the faucet for a few seconds, are you not rebreading it then? Because at that point, it's like, because like I feel like that's gonna mess with the crunch of like of the chicken if you actually are breading it. Like, that's part of why you bread a chicken, is for the crunch. What happens if I drop soup on the floor outside of just lay down and cry for despair before getting some paper towels? The breading stays, it's frozen chicken. Oh, okay, that complicates things. And yeah, I just need to fish up the diamond. I'm literally just missing the lead thickness is this. I'm no longer Casa, I'm no longer on your side. Because you've hit the critical threshold of like there is now a texture. I'm not taking cooking tips from this channel. Like you've hit the critical threshold of like there is now like there are so many like nooks and crannies that are created by the breading that like there's no way you're getting all that bacteria out. The breading stays during sex. Listen, I respect food, but also like, you know, I don't like letting food go to waste where I can. There are times where I'm like, this is inedible, or like this is like very clearly a genuine danger to my health and safety. Look, Starky, I'm nuking it. Okay, like that is also like to some degree a good point. Because like cooking it does kill the vast majority of bacteria. What's up, Chris?
Fun fact, a tortilla is a type of bread. Do not eat flour tortillas.
Please stop saying it like that. This is okay, like this bit isn't quite as bad as like dishwasher eggs, but this bit sucks. this is the I think even more than dishwasher eggs, that's the bit that like that's the bit to nowhere. Okay, I'm running my dropped chicken to the dishwasher. That is no, just fucking just okay. Oh, it depends on like how clean the floor is you dropped it on at that point. If you dropped it in a dust bunny, that chicken's forfeit. If you're like, you know, it just like landed in a linoleum that was like recently wiped down, like that's fine. Although you're gonna have to re-wipe down that linoleum. Just clean it with a NyQuil coating. Okay, like memes aside, please do not fucking cook your chicken in NyQuil. That is literally like poison at that concentration. What is this? Satisfied the greatest maid of honor speech. This is a skip. Oh shit me. How could you? You fish bastard. I was busy making sure the song cue was working. Okay, so the pipes back up and the causes the flood sometimes. From what? Hold up. Do not put the fucking okay. Do not put big, you know, non-water soluble things in the fucking dishwasher. What was that song you skipped called? The song? It was like the greatest maid of honor speech of all time. Oh, I see you. Is this art? Is this a burb? You're sweet. Okay, we got huge fish. You didn't even let the song play, Stark. You should have given it a chance. It wasn't even a song. It was literally just a fucking maid of honor speech. See, basically our dishwasher keeps flooding even if it never ran. I think that's like you call a technician to fix your dishwasher. I think that's Rip Gator sold. No, I saved the gator. See? He is my son. He is my child. He's a big boy. I also have a Nomalocaris. Dude, I was so happy when I caught this little guy. He's doing his best. So the floor has mysterious dishwasher water. That's not mysterious. I accidentally sold a big pizza cutter shark. Oops. I think it's okay. I have my Helicoprion saved. Steals the gator. He's my son now. No. Absolute. Mine. Higher chance of catching extremely rare fish. Always consumes 3 times the bait. This is at this point, like, this is me fucking, you know, this is me trying my hardest. Everyone loves an Anomalocaris. I love Anomalocaris. I have a massive cursed fish in my aquarium. fine, we can share him. But who said anything about sharing? I caught that. You catch your own, you know, big old gator man. I'm greedy. What do you want from me? There's a reason I'm poly. But yeah, no, I love the Anomalocaris. I was so happy. I do like my alien dogfish thing. I think I need to catch an alpha one of those, and I'll have caught every version of that. What's up, Chris?
Fun dishwasher face. Use dish soap that is meant for the sink in the dishwasher. You get free bubbles, so put dishwasher soap in the dishwasher today. The more the better. D.
Use dish soap that's meant for the sink in the... No, do not do that. I'm pretty sure there's like a term. It's not surfactant. Surfactant is like just the general catch-all term for like specific types of soap. But like a lot of soaps actually like include a bubble feature because people would consistently like overuse them because they're expecting bubbles.
I'm gonna come find you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Kasa. I'm not helping you fight off Markiplier. You deserve that. But yeah, no. So like, modern soaps do not need to make bubbles, which is part of why putting sink soap in dishwashers actually like fucks them up real bad. Like, you know, dishwasher soap actually does not include the chemical that causes the bubbles to happen. Oh, hold up a moment. This is the perfect timing. I believe in this. And for the dead man in cave. Oh, this is a remix. Hello? It is a little, like... Is this actually, like, the voice of Doofenshmirtz? I got a fucking glistening boot, of all things. That is Dan Povenmire. Dan Povenmire is a very strange guy. It's a very strange... to be fair, like, the only thing I really, like... Because I watched like, a, you know, like, YouTube review of a very specific episode of Miles Murphy's Law. Where it's very specifically the episode that is just straight up transphobic. Dan's invited. The dude seems super sweet. He might not necessarily have the greatest grasp on social issues, but he seems to be trying, so I respect it. Because, like, I know he has, like, there was some controversy about, like, Baljeet, where he was like, you know, I genuinely did not understand, like, and I'm sorry, and hopefully, like, I can write this character in a way that is both respectful but transphobic. Yeah, there was an episode where, like, they had a guy dressed as a woman, and, like, the recurrent joke of it was just like, haha, it's a guy dressed as a woman. It was, I don't think it was an intent to be transphobic. It definitely ended up being transphobic, though. I mean, like, you know, it's one of those... It's not great. It's not a great look, for sure. But, like, from his history of admitting, like, he doesn't necessarily get social issues. I don't necessarily think it came from a place of, like, malice. I think it was more like the dude had a joke that he thought was super funny and didn't realize, like, the implications of the thing, you know. It's... The internet, like, makes it hard to admit fault in a way that, like, you know... Choice of depiction for the Helicoprion is interesting given that the current agreement is the spiral draws inside the normal mouth like a sawmill. To be honest, we all don't understand. That's the thing. It's like we're all approaching social issues with an inherent bias, like due to the nature of like there as much as the right memes, there is no like, you know, omni-gendered, omni-minority woman out there that has every, you know, mental disorder. No, that's not real. So like you're inherently going to have a limited perspective by value of what you can experience growing up. I think the biggest thing to do when it comes to like approaching topics that maybe you don't necessarily have the like you don't necessarily have the best experience or like, you know, the best knowledge of, is just to admit that. It's hard to stay neutral, but at least I'm trying to be neutral. To be honest with you, I don't even think that neutral is necessary. I think more than anything, understanding is necessary. Like that's for me like the break point. Like where it's just like, if you're trying to understand, I'm willing to give a lot of grace. If you keep making the same mistake for the same reason over and over again, you're just paying lip service, man. Oh my god, not the fucking Duolingo song. But you know, it's basically it all comes down to like the pro being neutral is getting story from both sides. My big thing with like the concept of neutrality is like it's like the, you know, it's like the like centrists who are in actuality are far right, because like, you know, they're center between, like they're in the middle of center and extreme far right, so like they're just right people on the right rather. There's discussion to be had about like the knowledge, like when you're trying to be like, oh, you know, let's try to understand both sides. There's probably more credence to be given to the side that doesn't necessarily have a history of domineering topics, I guess. It's like is that saying that like when all you've ever known is privilege, equality seems like oppression? You know, like when you're taking that person's viewpoint into consideration, you need to like heavily weight the fact that like their idea of what equality is very, very far away from what equality actually is. But yeah, no, that's some heavy topics. So you know, we can dodge, we can dip. So true. But yeah, no. But yeah, we trying to think like what all. Anyone do anything special this weekend or this week for Thanksgiving? I know. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I'm gonna go into Thanksgiving. I'm gonna try to stream Thanksgiving. It's gonna depend on my energy and when I get home. Those are like the two big things that are gonna be like determinators. If I have the energy and if I get home at a reasonable time to actually start stream, I will try my best to stream on Thursday. I was supposed to talk to my roommate 45 minutes ago. That's, you know, that's probably not a great thing to realize. So I'm just chilling at home this Thanksgiving. I'm for sure going to be doing, I would be doing some amount of, like, holiday shenaniganery. Oh, well, congrats on your anomalous Karis, but also, man, doing Black Friday shopping with friends post-Black Friday morning, of course, and having a Thanksgiving dinner at the weekend. I'm expecting, okay, last year's Black Friday, I almost said Blacksgiving. That's not right at all. Last year's Black Friday was like a huge flop, and I actually expect this year to be so much worse. I would be surprised if there's anyone doing any shopping on Black Friday. Because, like, you know, about a month, about the fact that I've gone a month without Wi-Fi and the month of the flooding dishwasher is giving. I do expect it. Yeah, no, like, there's gonna be, like, no, like, this is gonna be, like, the most depressing Black Friday of all time. Like, as much as we meme the history of, like, Black Friday being, like, you know, basically a fucking all-out brawl, this year is going to be pretty rough for it, if I had to guess, in terms of, like, why would I even fucking bother going outside? This stuff is kind of in his name, so, like, yeah, you should probably get that figured out. Is it wrong that I laughed at a character's death after them turning out to be a spy/traitor? I mean, it depends on, like, the context. Black Friday is... Okay. Black Friday has always been meh. Black Friday is, like, the fucking, like, the final boss of conspicuous consumerism. A battle royale made by capitalists and those crazy-ass ideals. Yeah! Like, it's... it's been the apex of fucking conspicuous consumerism. So like, you know, even it was so blatantly obvious. So like I'm of the opinion that like, you know, Black Friday has never been worth it. I definitely remember stories of like my brother going to like a Black Friday sale to get his Xbox 360. So, you know, there was a time where it was like there was maybe some value in it, and that like it gave like, you know, it gave kids something to be excited about. But also like no one has any fucking extra money to spend nowadays. No, Black Friday. Do you think companies are even gonna do anything for Black Friday? A battle royale made by capitalists with this, yeah. But like, do you think like, you know, after last year's spectacular flop and the fact that like nothing has meaningfully gotten better for the general populace, I actually like I'd be surprised if any company did any Black Friday anything. I just realized it's been only an hour and a half. This evening is going by so slowly. I mean, to be fair, there's like, you know, I spent all my money on Borbs and Borb accessories. What would a Borb accessory be?
Rats. Rats.
What's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
Is it okay to eat food that I dropped at the beach? I plan on eating the food, and if I'm at the beach, chances are I've at least take 3 handfuls of dirt, so I'd eat both the food and the sand on the food.
I mean, okay, you've already admitted you're gonna eat the food anyway, so like, yes, we will judge you. The clothing for the Borb. The companies are gonna inflate prices and then do fake sales. That is actually illegal to do in Europe, but not in the States, so. Remember this video by a YouTuber called Stancy who made a skit about the Black Friday where the grandma recounted the horrors she did on that fateful day? But yeah, no, like, to be honest with you, like, I'm for, like, just crashing the economy. Like, here's the thing. I imagine it wasn't legal in the US. Yeah, it's sadly not illegal here, but, you know, no one is surprised by that fact. Put a Borb and some flannel because fall time. Oh my god. But yeah, I had a thought and then it was gone. Why does this keep fucking happening? Oh yeah, that's right, crashing the economy. To be honest with you, like, there was like some news of like some billionaires who like sold their shares, which is like a sign of like incoming recession, as if we haven't been in one in the last 4 years. What's up, Chris?
Mods, can we time out Feeble Zeus for crimes against food?
What did Feeble Zeus do in terms of crimes against food? Hold up, did I miss something in chat? Or is this like a general? I'm a good noodle. I'm a good noodle. God, the fucking SpongeBob is such an endemic thing of our generation. I have moved signs during sales to show the pre-sale price for the same sale price. That sounds right, honestly. Macaroni and cheese chocolate. What the fuck? I'm in. So, people just explain. On one hand, us mods post food crimes on the daily. On the other hand, mod abuse is funny, so I'm split. But you know, like, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. If I could send a photo, I would. Because it's just like, what's the fucking point? It's just like all so middling. Alright, return to spawn. Wait, I think there's a pic of macaroni and hot chocolate. What in the fuck? I hate that. I hate that idea. I need you to put it back. I need you to unsay those words. Like, that warrants a timeout. Maybe just a bit. But yeah, no, what was I thinking? Starky, check DMs? Oh, Lord. Okay, so, yes, I have seen this, and also you're a criminal. To explain, because I'm not showing that on stream, it is Swiss Miss hot chocolate being used instead of the dried cheese packet for boxed macaroni and cheese, and then the cheese packet being used to make hot chocolate. Honestly, if my roommate doesn't show up today or anything, I'm just moving and leaving him with the bills. Macaroni and hot chocolate. I was like, this is something backwards. I'm a good noodle, I promise. Actual article. How to make chocolate macaroni and cheese. But fucking why? Like, it's not that hard to make it, but also, why the fuck would you do that? I was trying to unsay those words. You know what? I respect it. I respect the attempts. It's not Christmas if somebody cries. Are people allowed to join? Yeah, for sure. Feel free to hop in, Kim. Glad to have you, Sweeping. The only requirement is that you have to have your account set to private or friends only. Welcome on, Ajax Box. So glad to have you, Sweeping. Because apparently people can join a server if your profile is public. Achievement unlocked. You are a cutie. How dare. Chocoroni sounds like something Papa would watch on cursed ass TikTok cooking. Did the fucking okay? I was watching for the fucking butter steak, and it was the most depressing. I don't care if it's fucking salted butter. There's not enough salt to make that fucking steak taste good. How do you check that? Here, let me. I think I should be able to find you relatively quickly. Oh, here it is. Steam community search. Your profile is public, unfortunately. So you need to modify your Steam profile to be private or friends only. Sorry, I sent the Stanzi video I mentioned in the meme channel. I'll have to give that a look after stream then. Yeah, unfortunately you're not private, so you will need to edit that. Because we had someone join. We had someone join who luckily was like in the style. Oh, a Steam profile. I thought it was a Webfishing profile. No, your Steam. In the style of like a almost like a white hat hacker. They just popped in, scared the shit out of me, and then explained that like they joined because someone on the server had a public facing profile. And that apparently there is Gadget, I wasn't trying to put you on blast. Come on, man. But yeah, like basically apparently there's now another troll besides Grincher called Air Traffic Control who will dox you by revealing the nearest airport to where you live. Which is not great and something I would like to avoid. We love you, Gadget, and all your horny glory. I'm sorry, you're fine. How do I explain my musical taste to an 80-year-old woman who doesn't understand the internet, specifically Ronald McDonald?
Confession, is it wrong that I add a nice handful of sand to everything I eat, from ice cream to hot dogs, to tacos? I just can't get enough of the crunchy texture and the yummy taste of sand. I cannot get enough sand ever. Yum yum sand.
I think that might be like, I think that's a condition called pica. So friends only is fine. I think it's very specifically just like the public, like, anyone can see it. Is it to that? All right, then you should be free. You should be good to join. Thank you for understanding. It is just like a security thing. I love this game. I wish it had I wish it had better security. I wish the lobby system worked properly. But yeah, you were talking about cursed food. I feel like there's anything I've done that's cursed food-wise recently. Honestly, I've been a pretty good noodle in terms of like actually cooking things properly. I checked in there now, private. Perfect. Thank you, Suda. Can we get some hearts in chat for Sudawolf for mod duties and just like I guess the mods in general. Speaking of pica, did I ever tell you about Despacito? You've seen how uncursed my food is. Your food looks really good. To be honest with you, I would love to do more cooking. I just never have the energy. Whereas the Void Prop, it is the like main shop. That reminds me, I gotta let a big golden wolf dad know too. Yeah, yeah, especially because in general, I feel like it's much more of a danger to the bigger streamers. Like that might be a pretty big issue. I never have the energy either. I just suffer for the food. It's like food is my love language. Here's the thing. I'm like, food is like what gets me through. So my profile to friends only. Thank you. Food is like, oh my god. You actually, okay, here's the thing. Cam, you actually like gave me a jump scare because the person who joined earlier to let me know about how people were able to join lobbies, actually had like that exact, like they were set to like pure black with like only eyes visible. So like it was just like, oh shit, they're back. What did we do? How did we fuck it up this time? But yeah, I love food. Food is honestly like what gets me out of bed in the morning. So like I try to make sure that like I actually am eating good, tasty food, and also like balancing it with like, you know, nutritional considerations. But also, I wish I had more energy. I need to make, you know what I need to do soon? I need to do a curry. I need to do like a Korean or like a, you know, Japanese curry. I have the fucking like curry row. It's like super duper easy. Honestly, that might be what I make next week. Because this week is like literally 2 easy meals. Get to Thanksgiving, eat Thanksgiving leftovers through the weekend. Make, you know, Japanese curry is the best. Void Cat's cousin, starry-eyed Void Cat. Japanese curry is the go, and so easy. So I thought people were memeing because, like, you know, they're like, oh, like whenever I talk about Japanese curry, they're like, oh yeah, you should add a grated apple, grated apple, grated apple. It's like, you know, like I was like, surely they're like overstating it. Like this is like, you know, because they were so you know, can't fuck up. You can 100% fuck up Japanese curry, but it is pretty, like, even if you fuck it up, it's still pretty good. So like I was like, you know what? I'll give the apple thing a try. No, the apple thing is legit. The Japanese curry I made with like a grated apple. Apple adds the sweetness to the Japanese curry. Technically, you said the apple adds the sweetness to the Japanese curry. Oh no, never mind. You did say sweetness. For whatever reason, it rendered in like the on-screen text is sweetness. But you know, like, get some potatoes, some onions, some carrots. I have a bunch of abgusht waiting for me at home. Is that something like Middle Eastern? It sounds like in the same vein as like a baba ganoush, almost. Apple musk. I mean, listen. There's you know, Persian. Ooh, I need to learn how they make because like I went to a like I think Lebanese restaurant at some point, and they had like this like creamy garlic dip that was so fucking good, and I need to learn how to make it so I can coat everything I eat with it. Miss me with that baba ganoush. Persians do it better. Last time I went to a week without eating a quality meal, I looked like I spent 6 months chilling on a deserted island demeanor. But you know, so here's the thing. I'll take Borani over baba ganoush any day. I need to, like, here's the thing. I need to, like, I would say that, like, in terms of, like, my, you know, culinary experience, I'm probably most experienced with, because, like, I don't really, I do a lot of cooking, but, like, I'm confident with French, I'm confident with Italian, I'm confident with, I would say I'm relatively confident with Chinese. The thing with Chinese is that, like, Chinese has, like, 1,000 different sauces you need to get. And, like, so, like, if you cook Chinese, that's, like, all you can cook because you need to get through those sauces. Because, like, you know, I was like, oh, let me make some mapo tofu. Mapo tofu turned out fucking spectacular. In order to make that mapo tofu, I had to get, like, 3 different forms of fermented bean paste. I'm like, well, I guess I'm eating mapo tofu for the next, like, 2 months. How much does the diamond sell for? I think, like, 4,000? It sells for quite a lot. I think like the base diamond sells for like at 1K though. I think like because there are like different tiers of the diamond. But like I feel like in terms of like I'm learning Indian cooking. I've actually gotten a little bit better of it because I found a guy who does like really good video tutorials. Oh, welcome on in Confused Squad. Glad to have you. This is also a friend from college, so. But yeah, so like I've been learning butter chicken. There was definitely like there's a moment where like I got a weighted blanket. Those are so nice. I love my current weighted blanket. The only problem I have with it is that it keeps slipping off of like the like actual, because like when I get in bed, like I do nesting. I nest real hard. So like my current bed is like I'm waiting so I can wash my like heated blanket, but it's like heated blanket underneath for like the winter months. Nest like a board, exactly. Welcome on a fine point. Glad to have you. Real, exactly. So like, you know, heated blanket underneath for specifically for the winter months. Then me on top, and then on top of me is like a nice like fleece blanket for like, you know, the nice texture, and then on top of that it's like a weighted blanket. And for whatever reason, the fucking weighted blanket keeps like, you know, falling off the fleece, which I hate. What happens when you throw a ton of books in the ocean and causes a tidal wave? Welcome on in, Darius. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout out for Darius? Darius, are you going to MFF? I can have to nest because my dorm heater does not do its job. Unfortunate. I don't know how I'm gonna wash weighted blankets without destroying the. Okay, the thing is, most weighted blankets come with a duvet, which is basically like it's basically like a pillowcase for a blanket. Starky, I'm getting a 2D live full body done. Hell yeah! Congrats! I'm super excited to see it. So yeah, the weighted blankets will have like a duvet, which is basically like a pillow cover but for your blanket. I love my weighted blankets, comfy and cozy. It's the one I showed you before. Yes, I have that. It's pretty good. So basically the idea is like, you know, you don't actually need to wash the weighted part of the blanket. You just need to take it out of the duvet and then wash that. Yeah, it won't be ready till next year because it's a 4 to 5 month wait. Trust me, I know the feeling. I waited 2 years for my custom 3D model, and I will probably be debuting that next year. I need to start working on like the hype cycle for that. I need to be like, yes, I will be debuting next year, and probably like, you know, I'm so bad at self-advertisement. Like that's I think the area I struggle at the most. There's still some stuff I need to probably do. You know, my weighted blanket's king size, so it's heavy as fuck. I think my weighted blanket's like 30 pounds, because they, you know, they're like, I think what I read was like weighted blankets are supposed to be like 10% of your body weight, and I'm like 300 something pounds. It was the heaviest one I could find, and I don't think it's quite 10%. It's nice though. It's like, for whatever reason, it's like, it's just like it like almost emulates the feeling of like being just dead tired after like you know, a day of like running around, and so like tricks my brain into being like, you should sleep now. Sometimes I wake up and the sleep paralysis is in effect while I'm feeling the low oxygen of my needing more oxygen awake brain. Radiant to microscopic largemouth bass. I don't have the oxygen to move my body inevitably crosses my mind. I'm pretty sure that's like a sign of sleep apnea. Okay, inverted eyes work better on the void cat. That's literally, that is what the fucking, that's what the person who joined the stream to tell me about how people can join, you know, things that are set to friends only. I'm starting at the part where the void cat punched my abbot. I did see that. I did capture that live on video. You did get punched into the void. We now have the void cat back, but only in spirit. But you know, like, so okay, so sleep paralysis, I think, like, here's the thing. It was funny because like one thing that like I noticed went away as soon as I got my CPAP. I had this even as a kid, where I would wake up and my fucking arm would be asleep. Like I would wake up to the pain sprinkles. The instant I started using my CPAP, that went away completely. I've been dealing with that for like 25 years. And then it just went away overnight. Probably most Persian food restaurants don't give you an accurate representation of Persian home cooking. To be fair, I think that's like that's a like that's just a thing with like every form of like restaurant, because you're always getting the like, you know, you're getting the fancy version. You're never getting like the home style cooking. There's the Italian soup pasta that you like will like it's like a very, very common like home cure, but like you'll never find it in a restaurant. I think it's like pastina. It's basically like chicken noodle soup crossed with like a risotto. Well, I guess I had that out for you. Fun fact, my most used OC has inverted eyes, mostly because it looked cool and unintended Tokyo Ghoul ref. But yeah, no, like I would love to do more like, you know, like Middle Eastern style cooking. I think I made like kebab style fries, and those turned out really like basically like loaded fries, but like in the vein of like, you know, a kebab, where it was like I don't know what the term for it is, like a spiced beef, like a thick tomato based sauce topped with like yogurt. It was really good. What was the name of the last song? I have no way to see. Hold up a moment. Last song was The Fat Rat Electrified. Like, I can't remember the last time I've seen Abgusht on a menu. Sorry, I found better eyes. Oh lord. Yeah, I initially was like a little weirded out by like inverted sclera, but like I've kind of warmed up to it a little bit. You're just a fucking black hole, man. There's just nothing there to see. Hold up. Yes, this is the person with the fishing rod. Thank you. No problem. But yeah, the big thing with like growing up, but it does look cool in the dark. To be fair, like there's definitely a Polish version of that. Well, to be fair, I don't know if there's not really many Polish restaurants, but I think when Polish restaurants do open, they primarily focus on pierogies. But as a kid growing up, we also had galumpkis and galushkis. I can't remember which is which. I think galushkis were like the loaded cabbage rolls, and galumpkis were basically like the potato, like the lightly mashed potatoes with like, it was like a dumpling almost. I'll say I don't think it's a sleep disorder thing, but more so my mom telling me she's afraid of me sleeping with my head covered, really sticking with me. Are you just making up words? Nope, those are very specifically those are specifically Polish foods. Oh, this is a nice world I must go. The other Persian restaurants aren't the best representations because Persian food relies heavily on saffron, which is freaking expensive. Yeah. So like, you basically to get like the actual like Persian experience, you need to go to an expensive Persian restaurant. But you know, galumpkis and galushkis are a thing. I also think Food Wars said it best with restaurants and such. Food has to have impact on the first bite. If it's just kind of nice to eat throughout, it doesn't sell the same. Yeah. Oh, thank you for hanging out, Zandik. That makes sense. Or you need to make it yourself if you have good saffron plug. To be fair, I do have some saffron, although it's like at this point a couple years old because I've been scared to use it. So I think I honestly think it might have like not gone bad, but like might be less like fragrant. So you can get 10 minutes without saying something that makes sense grammatically. I think that's called having a stroke. Starky in his little jar of saffron, basically. I've used it. I used it a little bit to make a it's not a curry. It's the other type of really like common Indian food. It's not like a pilaf. It's like rice with like the chicken. I can't remember. Starky will find love. I know he will. Give me the fucking give me biryani. That's it. Thank you. That was exactly what. There was like a variation of the biryani that required a little bit of saffron, and it was actually kind of fun to use. Sergey, I do wonder, does anyone in your family know about your Shiny King? At this point, probably my brother. You think of biryani? Probably. Yes, I was exactly thinking biryani. Here's the thing, like, I think my brother is like the only person who has like my brother knows basically everything there is to know about me. You know, so it's like there's basically no hiding from him. The latex one, the shiny things one, latex. Like that's basically shorthand for that. There's just like something appealing about the texture of it. But yeah, have you ever been in an online relationship, Starky? I was. It didn't work out, and the major issue was like we had never interacted in person before. What is this fucking? This is a big fish. Hello, what the shit? Abgusht is a Persian lamb shank stew. By the way, that sounds delicious. Hello, another gator. Online relationships don't really work for me. I need to have that sense of physicality. I think is like the biggest thing. So like, you know, so you got 2 gator boyfriends, 2 and counting. You can get the gators to mate now. But yeah, no. So like, I need to have, like, basically I need to know what like how we interact with in person before I'd be willing to commit to an IRL relationship. I think is the biggest thing at this point. Because online's nice, but it doesn't necessarily translate one-to-one in terms of like IRL like interactions. But you're poly, Starky, didn't know that? Yep. Here's the thing, I'm poly basically only in theory. I think the idea is appealing, but like I'm not necessarily, I guess the term for it is like ambi-amorous is like the technical term for it. Like I could be poly or polyamorous or monogamous, depending on like what the situation calls for. Not everyone works with online. Yeah. The thing is, like, there are plenty of people I enjoy, like, you know, teasing or like flirting with, where like, you know, I'd be okay with like something more casual, but I wouldn't be willing to like commit to like a substantial relationship until I have like that physical in-person interaction. I about to have to ask, is it dangerous to sleep with a weighted blanket on my face? I imagine not more so than a normal blanket, but I was in a poly relationship for years and I met my wife and everything changed. Interesting. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun teasing you, though. How dare? How dare you? It was just like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not necessarily the most experienced, I guess, when it comes to relationship stuff.
Rats.
I just tend to be of the opinion that, like,
Rats.
you know,
Type 1 in chat if Starky is cute.
no, there better not be any fucking ones in chat, I swear to God. I have to ask, does sleep with a blanket on your face actually make you dumber? I don't think so. It might make you, like, it might make it harder to wake up in the morning. I swear to God. You're a good sport about it. But, like I said, so, stop with the ones! Seats! That's too many ones! Like, I have a very happy poly relationship. When I met my wife, I literally couldn't think of anyone else but her all the time. I mean, honestly, go off. Like, sincerely, like, that's great. I don't necessarily, like... I tend to be someone who... I would type 1, but I don't think... I think handsome is a better term. It's always entertaining seeing Star get flustered when Quaddle's in the stream calls. Listen. How dare you? My dad tried to set up my mom with a new husband before he died because he loved my mom so much. He just wanted her to be happy regardless of who it was. I think I'm gonna have a berry of 1423 with 2 800s on each side. Oh my God. But yeah, where was I? What was I thinking? Oh yeah, like, for me, it comes down to, like, mostly, I think, just, like, a lack of experience. I think, like, that's the major thing that drives, like, my willingness or desire for polyamory, I guess. Because, like, I guess ambi-amory is the term. Starky's always been entertaining when flustered. Shut up. God damn it. Wait, is this from fucking... Hold up, no, we're going back. This is the fucking, that is 100% the sound effects from the fucking, the Uzumaki. Which apparently Uzumaki is like a kind of a wild experience, because like they clearly like got cut halfway through in terms of like funding and support. To be honest with you, like I actually don't remember getting flustered that much in high school. I think the only time I ever got flustered was there was this girl in high school, very, very sweet, very forward. Where she was like she like was very clearly interested romantically in me. Not much, but still entertaining. She was very sweet, very, very forward. I say forward, but like very, very apparent that she had like romantic interest in me. At the time, I was really trying to, you know, understand my sexuality. So I was like, I sincerely appreciate it. There is no interest. Welcome on to Struggle for Waffles. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I must step out of the game. Thanks for letting me join. For sure. Thanks for hanging out, Feeble. You have a wonderful evening. We're like to the point where like we were playing, like we were at the lunch table and she like straight up grabbed my hand and like held my hand for a bit, and I'm like, well, this is awkward.
We're rats. We're the rats.
Quick everyone, let's see how fast we can get Starky flustered.
No, illegal. I'm looking for a monogamous relationship because of the fact that I don't have enough relationship experience for that, let alone anything more open. I'm too ace to care about sex, though. That's fair. How it going? It's been a bit of a rough day. I talked about it earlier, but like broken car window, fire in my oven. Apparently, my friend who visited Japan lost exactly one gift on the way back, and it was my 3 hours of meetings. It's been a bit of a pooper. So, as your friend, I will not get involved with those pile up. I appreciate it. So yeah, that, but you know, so like this girl is very sweet, and I'm like, I'm sorry, there's no interest. And then like she ended up dating one of my friends in high school. I don't know if it sounded like it was a pretty intense and genuine relationship. I think part of me, like the part of me that's like toxic, is like she was doing it to like try and like make me jealous, so that way like I would actually like ask her out. The part of me that hadn't yet seen Mean Girls, but knew deep down kind of what Mean Girls was. Cause like oh my god, okay, that I feel so bad, cause like they basically like, you know, they were planning on getting married, and then they asked me to be the best. I think they got married. Girl from a grade above us. Yes. Wait, did they get married? Okay, wait, no, because hold up, this might be awakening some old high school trauma. Okay, because like basically they're like, you know, hey, you know, they use my IRL name, but like they're like, hey Starky, do you want to be the best man for a wedding? And then I was like, sure, you know, and then I heard they had like the, you know, the practice dinner or whatever, and I heard I got talked, like, you know, the woman reached out to me on Facebook, and she was like, yeah, the wedding's off. And I'm like, oh no, what happened? And then like she was like, start getting that Mean Girl era. Did they just like not want me to be the best man / invited to the wedding? If so, like I'm not more, I'm just like, what happened? More confused than anything. Like I'm not even offended. So in that Mean Girls era, apparently. To be fair, high school is like yeah, I got canceled once, but they ended up tying the knot eventually. Okay, so that's what ended up happening. That's fair. I mean, I sincerely hope it works out for them. They were very sweet in high school. Oh my god, Shark. But like that was just like, I never did follow back up on that, so that's probably on me for like being surprised now, because I bet she's probably been a bit. Starky, look, I got a friend. He's a good friend. He's a shark. It's such a grumpy shark. I actually have I have a shark that's basically my blowhigh. Oh, hold up! I can't show it because I got the, no, stop. I gotta get Whenever the rain cloud pops up, I have to use the golden lore because I gotta get that fucking. Give me the lixic. I don't seal something. Leak this. That's the only thing I use Facebook for, seeing what people I used to know are up to. I've been off of Facebook at, like, I have a Facebook account still. I've not logged. I think I logged into it recently to like replace the picture I have on there to like be more modern, just in case, like, you know, like potential employers were checking my Facebook. I have not interacted with anything on that in at least like 3 or 4 years. It looks like we got a mate. I mean, our gators. Wait, was that a fuck? Hold up. Did I just casually catch a golden bass? Yep, that's just an opulent golden bass. Sure, why not? The golden hook is weird. But yeah, no, like, I'm gonna go eat. Thank you for letting me join. For sure. Thanks for hanging out, you sweet bean. Go take care of yourself. Also, it's very late for you to be eating dinner, but I'm glad you're eating dinner. A golden bass, nice. That is the second golden bass I've caught. I wonder if they were, hopefully they were of different types. They were. Lovely. But you know, so like, I'm basically like my current stance in a relationship is like, I'm not too driven to find a relationship. I'm content to just be with myself, I guess, in the current state of things, because I want a relationship to be like positive for both me and the person I'm in a relationship with, person or people. So, you know, I'm not gonna rush something that isn't healthy for me or someone else. That being said, there's a lot of people I have interest in for sure. So like, you know, but also like for me, like interest manifest is like, hello Kronos. Are you trying to tell me something? But yeah, it's just like mostly at this point manifests as like, you know, like trying to get to know people better. I think like it's weird because like that's also like my default response to like interacting with people is like actually inquire about them more. I think the like differentiation points between like friendship versus romantic interest is like where I take the active step of reaching out. Like your shiny dealer. I mean, give it some time. Who knows? And I mean, also, like, it'll depend, like, you know, because, like, the healthiest relationship I know is between two people where they spent, honest to God, like 4 or 5 months figuring out, like, a date, basically a relationship contract of, like, you know, these are the things that are fine. These are the things that, like, represent, like, you know, like, these are the rules of the relationship, and, like, you know, having a very intense, like, conversation about who they are, who they want to become, you know, what they want out of life, which, you know, takes a lot of energy. So, like, at this point, I'm mostly confident and like comfortable with like more casual stuff. And like, you know, the xenomorph pisses me off so much, I just want to watch her burn until she dies from 3rd-degree burns. The xenomorph is not the greatest experience for sure. I agree with you there. So much for the fucking shower lure, huh? The cloud doesn't even stick around long enough to guarantee you 1 fish. But yeah, no, like so with being Demi, it is a little complicated. Are you talking about DBD? No. I've not played Dead by Daylight in a hot minute. Oh, you're talking about the xenomorph. Okay. No. We're talking about Alien Isolation. Might be dumb for thinking this, but the longest time I thought the xenomorph was a male. I think it's like, so like, I'm pretty sure like any... Oh, welcome on in, Boyo Francis. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we show up for Francis? I'm crying. It's an open song queue, so people put songs in here, and apparently a lot of people really enjoyed the finale of this is from Arcane, right? Welcome on in though. How you doing? Chat, why would you do this to me? Luckily, it doesn't. Yes, it's from Arcane. It does nothing to me. It smiles. That's like because there are songs that like actually like are, you know, there are like instant tear jerkers for me. But they also tend to be like very few and far between. We do love Arcane, such a good show. I haven't seen Act 3 yet. It's really funny because like there are some people who are like clearly, you know, there are a lot of people who it's almost like two minds. Like the people who like really enjoy the show and the people who play League of Legends and like hate what the show is doing to the game. And I'm just over here laughing. Because like I know that didn't they have to do like a substantial amount of like rework to the character designs and like lore to make the show canon? It sounds like people really enjoy it though, so I'm glad. It's just one of those things where it's like I don't think I'll ever enjoy it. So I'm just like, yay, you get to enjoy the thing. They made one of the chants from a cool robot guy to a twink. I did see that earlier. I saw that on Pablo's stream. Victor became anime by Shonen, which is disappointing, but not surprising. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Cameron. Have a wonderful evening, Sweet Bean. I wish Warwick is more wolf-like than Wolfman-like. I like his current design. I definitely prefer, you know, I prefer Wolfman. Remember the worst thing about League is the game itself? Yeah. Yeah. That seems to be like kind of the universal thing. I've yet to see someone do I'm pretty sure no one likes League of Legends. I don't think anyone out there exists who actually unironically enjoys that game. Every single time it's like, yes, in spite of the fucking like I play it in spite of the suffering it brings me. I unironically enjoy League. You're a cryptid. That doesn't count. You're not a human. We've been over this. You're some form of eldritch, like elder god. I'm feeling like, to be fair, like most of the songs I think I'm pretty sure Ed enjoys it still. Oh, honestly, I've not thought about Ed in a hot minute. God, it's so weird to like think about like high school was like a decade ago. God, good lord. ARAM and League of Legends is my way to chill out. I suppose that's fair. Because like that's very like low commitment. Like League can be enjoyable with friends sometimes. Episode 7 of Arcane Season 2 is a heartbreaker. There's definitely certain songs that are like my go-to, like I just need to cry and let out the bad brain chemicals. Honestly, most of them are from video games. I think the two that come to mind are What Will You Leave Behind from Spiritfarer, and then Final Duet from Omori. Okay, I didn't put this one in. I'm happy to hear this. Do the Jump. Which, if you do not know Final Duet from Omori, go play Omori. It's really good, and also, it hurts. I still love the, like, abject look of horror that was on one of my friend's face. Literally any song from Outer Worlds had some really good music, too. There's like a look of abject horror on my friend's face when I told him that I finished both Spiritfarer and Omori in the middle of the pandemic. I was not that was a solid like 2 months where I was just deeply not okay. Spiritfarer is on sale right now. I don't shill games, like I don't shill things that aren't friends stuff direct like often. I think Spiritfarer is sincerely worth the purchase. It is a game that unironically made me a better person, because it gave me like a better perspective on death and like the meaning of like right now. So go give it a play. Usually Timberhearth though. when I think of Chucky, you're currently okay. This is said jokingly. I was okay. That during that time period, I was just like actually like I spent like multiple hours just weeping. to give you an idea, like not at anything in particular, just like life, Spiritfarer, Amori, the things my mom was dealing with, because my mom was a nurse in the middle of the pandemic. It's just the three of us here. Yeah, kind of comfy. Like that was a whole time period. So if you ever no, stop. Attractive lore. There we go. I didn't fully enjoy it. The pace really dragged me down, even if I enjoyed everything else about it. To be fair, if you're talking about Spiritfarer, that's the pace is like kind of it. So that part of why I think video games as like an artistic medium, it like video games video games are an artistic medium because they have unique strengths to it, and I think that like oh hello Helicoprion. Well, that's the second one of you as opposed to the leak I needed. Big. So your thoughts on the Uzumaki anime? I have not seen it. From what I've heard, though, episode 1 really great. Episodes, the rest of them, they got shafted by change of leadership, which is, you know, disappointing but not surprising. But yeah, like so, like part of why I think video games like have their own artistic merit is because like you can do things in video games you can't do in other mediums. Not be jealous of Kron being on Starkey. I mean, you can join too if you'd like. But yeah, no, like so like I think the fact that like Spiritfarer has that day-to-day shenanigans, like, you know, to actually give you time to like really appreciate having the character around is like a strength of the game, because it means that like you get like, okay, you get so used to like a tool is like one of the earlier spirits you get, and he takes forever, like, you know, when he goes away, it like it hurts so much more because you're so used to seeing him around your day-to-day routine. I will say I'm probably gonna have to go get more fishing, not ammo, more bait soon. So I will be right back. I mean, you know, like the workaday stuff is as much as dreary as it can be. I think is like genuinely important to the way the story is being told, because it gives you a sense of familiarity and like, man, call, come here. All right. I mean, yeah, no, like I think, and it's also like the same way that like Amori's, you know, Amori uses like helplessness to sell like the feeling of fear for like the things that you actually have to face but can't directly deal with. I can see that playing it on stream. Playing on stream didn't help. I just got a point where I felt like not much was happening and it was hard to keep engaging with. Honestly, I feel like Spiritfarer is not the best stream game. I think it's one of those things where it's like if you have a community that like, you know, is like basically consistent, you can play it. But I would say that like in terms of like if you're trying to be entertaining, Spiritfarer is not the play. Because like so much of it is just like it's like I think it's like the small like relaxed moments are where the game truly shines. And then like that, because that it's funny to sit in Starky's lap, because like that builds into the what's it called, the like the farewells so well. But yeah, Amori is probably a little bit of a better stream game, although that one has its moments it's like we played not gadgeting Chronos fighting. Listen, I have 2 laps for sure. Spending the time to enjoy it. Being there is hard to do on stream. That's the thing. It's like It's kind of like I love rhythm games. I don't play rhythm games on stream often. Because like in my mind, like rhythm games are so focus intensive. I'm fine. Like rhythm games are so focus intensive that like it like basically instead of being able to you know, actually like enjoy the experience, like you if you are streaming rhythm games and you want to maintain an audience, you either need to be like someone who's okay being like on, you know, no fail mode. I have to keep this I have this to keep me company. Or like you have to either be someone who is like really good at the game, so that way you can like do like moderate difficulty stuff while interacting with chat, or you have to be actively the best player of that game. Because like I know like Gamma Chaos, I guess is like the best. He's probably like the best English speaking Dance of Fire and Ice streamer out there. I know that there are better Korean ones because Jesus Christ, watching Bwen's completion of Omega parts is fucking disgusting. I think it was even like the unnerfed version of that. Like there are certain Dance of Fire and Ice charts that I look at and I'm like, there's no fucking way any human being is completing that. I mean, not just rhythm games, playing Ultra Kill or any competitive game feels like that. Yeah, exactly. That's like why I'm like, that's why I kind of look at like stream games as like either like, you know, games that have like low-key, I think like adventure-y kind of games are like the best stream things in terms of like, you know, like because you can kind of take that at your own pace. Like if there's a moment where like chat's really engaged and you can interact with everyone and like have a, you know, have a genuine like chat and hang out. There's like usually something grindy you can handle in that like in the background while you do that. Maybe that's like the appeal of RPGs. I'll admit I struggle with JRPGs real hard. I played a little bit of like what's the one that Pyra and Mithra from? No, not is it Pyra? It is Pyra and Mithra. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I played a little bit of that, and I got so fucking bored. Welcome to the Wolf. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. To be fair, apparently that game has like an infamously long starting section. I got to like the second overworld map, and I'm like, I'm done. And I just never picked it back up again. So I'm like, we have to do all that shit again? No, thank you. Even though I know, like, apparently they add a lot of mechanics, like, later on, they're just, like, drip-fed very slowly. I just couldn't force myself, because I'm just like, this is just misery. Man, did he grow up into a hunk? Who, I'm trying to think, like, the guy from, Xenoblade Chronicles 2? BG3 took a full 7 months to beat his group. I think that we kind of did something similar. To be fair, it was just me and Ambrose, and it ended up being about like 7 to 8 months. To be fair, that game is fucking massive. I think what helps with like BG3 is that basically like you it's so big. Like you start with like already like a pretty wide and expansive tool set, and it just gets bigger from there. And like it's kind of your decision on which things you want to build into. Yeah, the one with the blue outfit. I think that's oh shit me. I do not remember the main character from Xenoblade Chronicles. I only remember Mithra and Pyra because they are Smash characters. But honestly though, like I'm trying to think of like if there's been a JRPG Rex, that's it. I think it's Rex with a W. I'm trying to think if there's been a JRPG I've enjoyed since like Pokemon. I guess like Amori counts as a JRPG, although it's like kind of doing its own thing. I don't know. It feels wrong to call Amori just a JRPG. It's kind of like more accurate to like the term's like Earthbound Light or something. Earthbound like basically a game like Earthbound where it's like a JRPG, but also it's like very clearly a story focused. I guess very JRPGs are usually story focused. I don't know. There's like something. I guess like it's like a matter of scale. I look at like it's like playing like. RPG Maker, I guess. Because like there's a difference between like, oh, you know, Stars in Time, that's 20 hours. Amori, another 20 hours. Like that's, you know, that's much more consumable than fucking 400 hours of whatever Final Fantasy thing is happening now. I suppose that's not fair. Final Fantasy 14 at this point is probably only like 120 hours. I think it's probably up to like 120 with the newest like release of like the newest DLC. Final Fantasy 14 is long. Yeah. I got like it's almost the fucking it's the same struggle I think I have with what's it called? Like World of Warcraft, where I'm like, if I were ever to start playing this, I would need to dedicate such a substantial portion of my free time. Another fucking gator? You know what? Feel free to join the gator polycule. Why not? But like I feel like I would have to dedicate such a large portion of my free time to like actually making story progress. So that way, like you know, like it ends up being a very off-putting, I guess, is like is my way of putting it. Is like I look at, you know, I look at those and I'm like, do I really want to commit to like 80 hours when I could spend 80 hours? Here's the funny thing. I've put like plenty of like I put way more than 80 hours into games I really enjoy, but I think it's because those games are like very like, you know, you pick them up and then you learn the mechanics. Like you're not limited in any way from like an initial starting point in the games. Factorio comes to mind as one of those. Skullgirls, another. Rivals of Ether, Project M. 80 hours, that is Persona hours. How many? I think I have to do like 250. I think it's probably like 200-ish hours in Skullgirls at this point. Send you pics in DM. All right, taking a quick look. God damn, that's a glow up. Yeah, okay. Rex actually goes like. I spent 10 hours in Stardew Valley. What's that one meme? It's like looks at metaphor hours. To be fair, we don't talk about Dota 2 hours. It's not that bad. It is a lot though. Number of hours played. I think I did like just under 2K hours in Dota 2. 1.8K hours in Dota 2, 840 hours in Binding of Isaac, 550 hours in Team Fortress 2. Speaking of Dota 2, will you ever join the homies again? I might. It's one of those things where it's like I have not played that game in a hot minute, so I would basically need to like I would need to like do like you know, basically brush the rust off. I was just like someone about the game I have 10,500 hours in. How many hours in Dota 2? Only 1,790 hours. And then I have 550 hours in Team Fortress 2, 465 hours in Terraria, 300 hours in Skullgirls. How the fuck did that happen? I took a 4-year break and doubled my MR when I came back. That's really funny. To be fair, I never really did ranked. I just always found it kind of like sweaty, and like that wasn't the part of Dota I enjoyed. I do kind of miss the days of being the murder goblin support though. It is funny to me though, because Binding of Isaac, like the original Binding of Isaac, is still like I think in my like top 10 in terms of most played games. Oh no, it's barely outside. Yeah, bro's still 5-stack unranked. Listen, I think I was at my peak. I was probably like actually like genuinely good at Dota. Starky, how do you rebind keys in Skullgirls? I imagine there's an option. Immortal to Herald. My guess is probably Immortal at like my peak. It's just like because like my rule with like those games was like I basically was mute. I would use like pings but I would refuse to talk in chat or use voice chat because I didn't want to like. No, the 5 stacks have both in them. Oh, oh, that's what you're saying. Good God, that's gotta be a messed up matchmaking. But it was really fun to like just grab like a murder support and just go running. The good old days of Dazzle support where like I could just run at people and they would die. Have you tried Deadlock? I have been invited. I think it was Kronos that gave me a code. It was Kronos or someone else. I have not played it. Those 5v5 hero shooters don't necessarily super speak to me. I don't know. I enjoyed Overwatch when I played it, but that was like at this point like 7 years ago. Who what? Someone gave me a Deadlock code. You know who what? I think it was Ardent. No longer in that closed beta, so no code. That's fair. I think it was Ardent who gave me the code to Deadlock. But I never played it. But you know, like, it's definitely more of a MOBA than hero shooter, I'd say. That's fair. But also, why are they doubling down on 2 MOBAs? That's weird. I guess to be fair, it's probably like in the same vein as like what's it called? Like Smite, where it's like a little bit more casual. Actually, like, I wonder how much, like, because I know there's, like, been a bunch of, like, because I casually watched the International this year, which is, like, Dota's big, you know, like, annual thing, because the devs like it. Fair enough. But, you know, like, so I'm up to, I know that there's, like, 3 or 4 heroes that I would need to, like, because, like, Marcy, Primal Beast, those 2 I would need to catch up on. There's like the squirrel. I think I saw her, like I saw her release. I don't remember her name. Muerta is another character I need to learn. Hoodwink, that's the one. And then wait, didn't they just release a new one that's like a ringmaster? Also, they added like a whole bunch of new mechanics. Because there's like the now Kez and Ringmaster. I did not see Kez. I'll have to look into him. Because they added like the Tormentors, I think. Kez is like 3 weeks old. Oh, okay. So like people are just now figuring out if he's broken or unusable. Kez is the bird? Interesting. Oh, wait, does he have a connection to Skywrath Mage and Vengeful Spirit? If he is a bird? McMahon is spamming him? Okay, so he's broken. That makes sense. It's really funny because like with heroes on release in Dota, it really is a coin toss if they're unplayable or disgusting. Because like the solar themed hero was like pretty bad on release. The pangolin needed to be buffed a couple of times. I think Marcy was like disgusting on release. I know. Oh, the good old days of Earth Spirit. I remember the day the patch where they're like, yeah, Earth Spirit is finally added to the fucking finally added to Commander's mode, which is like the mode that they use for competitive play. He's about a win rate. Last I checked, the homie is convinced he's good. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's, you know, like, I feel like with new heroes, like, whatever their, like, resting, like, win rate is, you have to add, like, 10 to 15% because people are just playing them without knowing how to make them good. Like, I remember, like, Earth Spirit was sitting at, like, a 30% win rate for the longest time, and he kept getting nerfed. And then Ice Frog was like, he's finally okay. And then he finally got released into Commander mode. And I don't know if he's still a staple, but he was a staple for, like, such a long time. In terms of, like, you know, consistently useful and good support. Don't mind me, like, geeking out a little bit over Dota. I might, like... I don't even know if I have it installed on my new PC. I might have to give that a check. The big thing is like I don't necessarily know when I would have time. It would probably be a stream thing. I think they just killed a support role. Oh god. Oh god, mid only I think. Okay. Well, that's I remember the days of support Phantom Assassin and Troll where like they were just good no matter what. Like you put them in any role and they were consistently good, and if the game went long enough, they became like uber carries. Oh god. I've been you've now like reawakened the part of my brain that suppressed the ho ho ha ha meta. I think Terrorblade is the meta 3 now. Wait, what? Terrorblade is a 3? What the fuck happened to Dota since I left? That's actually such wild information. Oh shit, how's queue time? Oh, I should probably look at it. Okay, so we got like time for like 1 or 2 more songs, I think. One more. Fork, Threek, Took.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we got time for 1 more song. Wunk. Yeah, he has a max HP lose now, and they have 2 full health. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Okay, it makes sense, but also... I guess it makes sense now, because, like, the big thing to limiting him from doing that was, like, the fact that his illusions took such a massive damage. Fish. Hopefully they expanded the number of, like, units that, like, have... I definitely remember, like, Phantom Lancer at his worst. Like, where he kind of got completely reworked. So that way, like, he was no longer just, like, this unkillable fucking wall of illusions. That was a wild time. Yeah, one of the fastest doesn't make them spawn with current health, but max instead. That's kind of bonkers, actually. Oh, fastest is another mechanic I need to, like, look up on. Also, the Tormentors, I think, are a thing they were added since then. Like I said, I've been keeping up. I just have not necessarily played in a long time. Tormentors are the things that drop the Aghanim shards, right? Like or Aghanim shards, the things you purchase from the shop. They added a bunch of mechanics since I left, so I know Roche now like actually has 2 positions on the map. Yeah, the meta changes so frequently. To be fair, like I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that like the meta, like the game is more fun if there are frequent shakeups to the meta. You know, as opposed to just like sitting on a meta for a long time. Admittedly, sometimes you get some truly awful metas that like stick around for far longer than they deserve. I mentioned the ha meta already, but yeah. There was also the snowball meta around TI4. Next thing you know, Starky says he used to play pro in a game. Okay, not necessarily pro, but there was a bit where I played like competitive TF2 and I was in the medic. Mostly just because like I was good at positioning. I was just like, yeah, if you guys need a medic, I can fill. It wasn't necessarily great, but like, you know, they basically needed someone to fill. Yeah, Tinker both doesn't exist and is one of the best supports. I definitely saw a game where they're like, yeah, Tinker support, and I'm like, you fucking what? What happened? What happened to all of the active items that Tinkers now support? I mean, the answer is probably just like they did something to his ultimate that makes active items less appealing on him. Honestly, like I would probably need to like do a refresher on every single hero if I were gonna play Dota again. Some of them would probably go faster. They made him no longer refresh items, instead gave him a healing march. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, they basically really leaned into that, like, you know, like position 5 or 4 support. Probably position 4 based on how mana hungry he is, unless they like significantly reduce the cost of rearm. All right, I gotta get more bait. Also, I think that was the last song to add. Yes. Yes, with this one, I'm doing, yeah, this, oh, shit me. Sorry. I was going... Oh. Close out the queue. Alright. Give him bots linked to his... Gave him bots linked to his old level? Interesting. That, to be fair, like, I think that's, like, the big thing that, like, Tinker needs to still be a hero. Is, like, he needs to be able to teleport around the map, a la, like, you know, Nature's Prophet. Does Nature's Prophet still have, like, a 40% win rate, and people still play him? Nature's Prophet is, like, the most bizarre hero. Because, like, the dude has, like, a consistently terrible win rate, and people insist on playing him still. Oops, I posted this before you closed the queue, or right as you did. He's both in and out of the meta recently. To be fair, that's, like, I think that's, like... I almost think of, like... gave damage on a Sprout. Yeah, and instead of, like, summoning a bunch, he has, like, just one big Sprout nowadays, right? Give him one Mega Treant? Yeah. I did see that they added Meepo stacks to the game, which is really funny. Good in all roles. That sounds about right. I almost feel like Nature's Prophet strikes me almost as being like a slightly like less cheese, like he has the same cheese energy as like Broodmother, but like more quietly. I don't see the song in the queue. I think. Oh, Starky's letting me. Listen, this is my chair. You just happen to be sitting in it. To be fair, all of these are technically my chairs. Don't see that song in the queue? Maybe it's in there? I don't know. Like, the queue can be a little bit buggy. He's good if you know how to abuse his teleport. Yeah. It's very much like... I think, like, that's the hero. If you need to train your map awareness, that's the one you pick. That's the one that will hyper train you on map awareness. In the same way that, like Necrophos or, like, Viper will hyper train you on Lasting. Steal Wisdom Runes, gank, farm consistently. Oh god. Did they ever bring back a jungle meta? Like, junglers were like, basically a thing at, like, TI2, and then they were killed, like, forever. Put up the song request. Yeah, song request is closed, so. So, can you let people sit in your lap? It's no longer a lap, nor is it your chair. Sorry, fun, wait, we closed out the queue. I'm, like, actually weirdly hungry. I think that's, like, pizza just was, like, I don't know, it was weirdly small. Is anyone able to add my song? Sorry, Xandic, the queue is closed. No one can add any songs. Mostly because we already have, like, half an hour worth of songs, like, left in the queue. There are enough camps on the map now that even supports can touch a few, but no one should be hitting them instead of wave creeps before minute 3. Okay. I guess to be fair, like, there are certain heroes that benefit from stacking, like, real hard. I think by the time I left, Elder Titan was like the meta support because he could just like get ridiculous click damage, like, you know, level 1, and would just bully, you know, people out of lanes. CM can solo camps with her shard? Huh. It was so funny because, like, CM, I think, was, like, the hero that Ice Frog was, like, the most, like, it was, like, every other change was, like, CM was, like, lower her int, lower her int, lower her int. She should not have mana. Her mana pool should be 1. Because he had to balance so hard around the fact that she just gave global mana to everyone. It frostbites all nearby creeps, and frostbite insta-kills creeps. Oh, damn. Holy shit, that's actually a sizable buff. I knew, like, frostbite used to last forever on creeps, but if it just now insta-kills them... That's like a huge deal. Yeah, I would need to probably like go through, especially with like, to be fair, there are certain heroes like I probably don't need to look at. Bashard is 1500 G at 15 minutes. Okay, so it's almost the equivalent of like farming up like because like she's still like tier, you know, position 4, position 5. And I feel like if you're getting that, you would rather just save the money and get like a blink or like a force staff. Like something to, you know, fix her squishy can't move ass. On a support you substitute it on a support you substitute a support item. Yeah. In essence, it could be used as a farming tool, but also you don't really want to be doing that on your playmakers. And if she's not the playmaking support, she should not be getting enough money to get 15, you know. The shard does slide you and leave a clone that explodes. That's kind of funny, though. Wait, hold up. Okay, so, like, they actually added mobility to her kit? Interesting. So funny survival cliff stuff. I do still love the fact, I don't know if they changed that yet, but I love the if memory serves, certain heroes, I think like Luna and Enchantress, were faster without boots than she was with boots. She was so fucking slow. It actually, there's a reason I played any other support besides CM. So Justin got back. What are we talking about? Dota? Yes. Ellis and I played a lot of Dota 2 in high school, and he's got me like remembering all the good times and forgetting all the bad times.
Please, do not push the
Welcome back, Cass.
button.
Also, how dare you press the button? No. Oh, well. The fucking, that's gotta be an added sound effect. The like very like the thwop. This is like perfect fishing music. It's Heimerdinger's song. I think okay. Because I did play League for a bit. I think the only like role in League I actually found interesting was mid. And I think it was largely like, the only reason that this brings up that memory is because like the most fun I had was like Teemo mid versus the Heimerdinger, where like it actually felt like skill, like, you know, because like I didn't really know how to play mid, so like I was, you know, I wasn't necessarily being super pestery with my like pokes, which is like much more of a League thing than it is a Dota thing. So like I was basically consistently like below half, and I was just outplaying Timo the War Crime Child. I was consistently outplaying this Heimerdinger who just could not actually land the killing blow. He got so close to killing me multiple times, and it was just like perfect positioning or flash. And it was just such a nice feeling. And then like, unfortunately, every single person wants to be Faker and play mid, so like, I'm like, well, I guess, you know, there goes the fun. Because like, a lot of times I got pushed into support or jungle, and jungle in League makes no goddamn sense. I sincerely do not know how jungling in League works. Like, I would get like the lead, like the like quote unquote leash, which is like the term they use for like, oh, you know, you're like you're getting support to kill your first camp from like the laners, and like that would be fine. And then I would go to kill camp, and I would almost always get massively out farmed by the enemy jungle, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Is there any item or ability in a multiplayer game more prevalent than Flash in League? Here's the funny thing. Flash from League is just a purchasable item in Dota 2. Blink Dagger is just an item you can purchase, and it goes like much farther than Flash. Has only like a 13-second cooldown. That might have changed since I last played. The only Blink Daggers, it got better. They buffed Blink Dagger. I know they like made it like they're like they added options to like upgrade it with, I think, like the, you know, like 12 seconds. Okay, does it still get disabled on hit? Because like that was the only like that's the one thing I think Blink Dagger has to have. Like that if Blink Dagger doesn't get disabled on hit, 3-second disable, okay, it's fine. Because I do not want to be in a game where people could just fucking blink away from me murdering them. Arcane Blink is 6-second cooldown? Dude, they're just handing out fucking anti-mage Blink to people with enough money nowadays? Hello? Unironically, that's like actually anti-mage flash levels. What? It's unironically the worst upgrade. Oh my god, that's hysterical. Is the meme Blink still a thing where like it summons a meteor? Strong Blink is an AoE nuke based on strength. Okay. Or no, wait. Meteor Staff. It was something to that effect. Where like it was basically a meme for the longest time, and then they let it hit towers, and it was like, it's an okay siege tool. And then I think they added like the you know, they made it so that way you can blink to summon a meteor now. The Agi Blink is attack speed and move speed after Blink. I can yeah. Meme Hammer, yes. Oh, so is Meme Hammer still around? God, that item was terrible, but such a fun time to just mess around with friends. Something funny also, for a bit, they were thinking about getting rid of Flash from League because it made other stuff not use. They didn't because it came out, the players would have less fun even if it were more balanced of a game. It's a Kaya upgrade? Interesting. That's like, that doesn't surprise me. It's like, okay, you know, when will the Robo Warwick skin drop? I might get into League of Legends for the Robo Warwick skin. I think it's funny to some degree that like League has struggled from, like, League players hate Dota 2 turn rates, but also Dota has never really struggled with like the mobility creep League has, and it's primarily because of turn rates. Kaya only upgrades with Sanj, Yasha, or into Meme Hammer now. To be fair, wasn't like Kaya like easily the best of the 3 daggers for a while? It was good when it upgraded into E-Blade. Oh god, yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, like giving the end heroes E-Blade that they can build into seems not wise. That's another fucking, they added the universal hero type, didn't they? God. There's a lot of stuff I need to catch up on. I know like it gives Caspi with Yasha and mana cost reduction with Sanj. That makes sense. Wait, cast speed? Hold up. Wait, no. Something's wrong. I can feel it. Cast speed? So said that the fishing upgrade is so expensive. I mean, it's. I think I have like most Jakiro. Oh yeah. Because like I know that makes sense. Poor Jakiro, man. Such a strong toolkit, and you just had to actually, you know, be the Oracle to like hit any of it. Growly, welcome on in, Raiders. Yeah, for those who do not know, StarkyMorph, Big Get Cast Pro Internet, variety streamer, live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however on occasion play games backed by bigger corporations such as Spike, Chinsoft, Nintendo VR Chat, Lariat Studios, and yeah, today we're doing web fishing. I also do out here every Tuesday and Friday. You're being assaulted by fish. Fishies send help. I'm sorry that you will. There's many fish here to assault you, so you might have to deal with more fish. Welcome on in, Ludran. Glad to have you, sweet. Welcome on in, Lucky Luke. Definitely quirky. You can follow the blood chat. Welcome on in, Wolfie. Glad to have you, sweet beans. But yeah, happy heckin' Monday. I got sharks. No, I mean, listen, you know what you're signing up for. But yeah, we are doing web fishing. Just like casual chatting about stuff. talking about Dota 2. Because like it's been forever. It's been a hot minute since I played that game. I kind of want to get back into it now. The big thing is like it would probably be like a stream thing. I feel weird like because like it is one of those like hyper focused games where like I would be so like intently focused on the thing that I'm doing that I wouldn't really engage with chat. Maybe in my free time, who knows? Free time is honestly kind of hard to come by nowadays, which is sad. But yes, also thank you for shouting at Ludrin. It looks like Stack is forming. Best of luck with your matches. You've got this. I believe in you. But yeah, we're just vibing. We're doing some fishing. We had a visit from Voidcat, who apparently is going around web fishing lobbies to warn people about so like there are now 2 hackers in this game. The original one was Grincher, who would go like basically use the mail to send something that would corrupt your save, which sucks. But there's apparently a new one named Air Traffic Control who doxes you by saying what the nearest airport to you is. And apparently there has been 2. Has there always been 2? I know what the first one. But yeah, so be mindful of air traffic control. Luckily Voidcat joined in the most horrifying way imaginable. They just very slowly walked towards me and they're like, Starky, you fool, you absolute cretin. Oh yeah, let me resend you that info. Yeah. So the big thing apparently is you can join instances. We didn't notice them? Okay. The big thing is people can join instances off of public Steam profiles. So if you are hosting a lobby and anyone in the lobby has a public Steam profile, people can join off of that. Turkey is 43 years old, guys. He's daddy. I am not 43 years old. Welcome. Thank you for the hydrate. I recently hit my 27th birthday, so. However, that will not stop people from calling me daddy. At this point, like, I've made peace with the title. Starky's not 43, but still daddy? Yes. But yeah, how was the art? I realized I did the like the thing bad where like I forgot to like actually ask you how stream was. If you've not already seen them, Growly is an absolutely amazing. I won't call you daddy, Starky. Thank you. I do appreciate that. But just trying to make a chill only experience a bad time for people. It's attention seeking. What can you do? But yeah, hopefully. If you not already follow, Sir Growly is a absolutely spectacular artist. Like genuinely such good lighting and rendering. It blows me away. Go give them a follow. They've also been helping me learn a little art a little bit. Starky, show them my little shark doodle. I mean, I am gonna go get more, not fuel. I wouldn't go that far. Growly. Listen, I know the fucking artist thing now where you're like, you never want to appreciate any good aspects of your art. Your art is really good, Growly. Grips you. But yeah. So basically, if you want to be safe in this game, just like make sure everyone in your lobby is has their Steam profile set to friends only or private. But yeah, no, our secrets revealed. Oh, look at this guy. There's a flying bagel. You can't run away. You can't run away from the truth. You have good art. You fuck. You do a good job with your art, and you put a lot of care and like effort into rendering, and also the anatomy, and also like the the little details for like when you do the like the like magazine cover things. Okay, let me go and return to spawn. Yeah, no, we have here a bird. Someone drew board me. I want to see more of your art too. I actually like. Here's the shark. Here's tiny shark man. Love seeing artist progress. I've made a lot of progress this year. Let me see if I have the most recent. See, that's not my art. That is art I got commissioned. The thing I did most recently would be the thing for Dinovember. which would be this bad boy. This is what I worked on for this month. By the chalk Starky. Yeah, I actually do have the chalks. I just never, actually do any of the art. Yeah, so this is what I worked on all of this month. I'm probably gonna work on, because like I want to do like some amount of, sorry, the like thing popped up for my VTuber. Looks pretty good for sure. I definitely I learned a ton. There's also the version of it that doesn't have the lab coat, where I'm like I learned a lot about like dynamic posing, and like I feel like I'm really like understanding musculature a lot better. It is still a very slow process in terms of my art, and I should probably just do a bunch of sketches to feel more comfortable, like developing ideas. But yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better about like where my art is going, even if I still see a lot of ways to improve. Yeah, I think like that's the struggle of like being an artist, is like you only ever see the mistakes and ways to improve instead of like seeing how far you've come. Which is why I'm glad I saved the first couple of stuff I did, because it was, there's a lot of improvement that has happened since then. Starky should do art study streams. I actually do those pretty frequently. Starky, will we ever get to see the third alt version when it's more comfortable? There is no third alt version. I will say I have drawn some that are not safe for work. It was for my secondary Sona, so now. There we go. It's one of those things where it's like I probably, here's the thing, like I'm probably never gonna post anything like explicit on like my main stuff. The third version has the knee-high socks. But yeah, like I'll probably never like if I'm going to do explicit art, it's probably going to be on a AD that I make, and I might advertise that for those who are interested. But that is a way down the road yet. Anatomy's hard. Listen, I'm spreading the love. We're just three guys in the void. I do love the like fishing outfit that you've got, Gadget. It's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't, you don't have to be a freak to learn how to do art, but it does help. Because if you're like, if you find something extremely attractive, that is really good motivation to learn how to draw it. And like low-key, I kind of want to act on that. Although like I would probably never do it on stream. I might do some like suggestive, but like, I can't do anything explicit on stream. So like maybe some suggestive stuff. Who knows? Oh, play with the pets. Although, those pets are a little bit misplaced. It's fine. Oh, we are running into our 3 minutes of ads. So do mind that. We run 3 minutes of ads here every hour to avoid pre-rolls. I should probably adjust some stuff because of that. But yeah, in the meantime, go get a snack, go get some hydration. We're actually probably wrapping up soonish, so do mind that. Because we want to break from the ads. Not so safe work art stream on Discord when? Probably never. Here's the thing. Not safe work art, like, I would need to get really good at it and really confident with it before I would ever consider doing like even a Discord stream of it. Because like it is the kind of thing that's like such, it's kind of hard to like explain. There's a lot that goes into it. Honestly, like not safe for work art, a lot of times you're probably so focused on, what about a figure study stream? That could be interesting. Like the, form and figure studies. To be honest with you, like I am content with my progress as an artist. It's just one of those things where it's like I think I just need to keep like going more than anything. And I think currently I am making progress. I suppose if I wanted to make more progress, because I think there is always a part of me that's like always going to compare myself to others. I try as hard as I might, The voice, well, I'm gonna go to sleep for sure. Thank you for hanging out, you sweet bean. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the follow. Hope to see you in the later stream. But yeah. I think there's always gonna be the voice in my back of my head that's like looking at others' art and being like, I wish I could do that. I think that just is a matter of practice and like consistency. I definitely like I've gotten a lot better already, I can tell, in terms of like it's like I can look at forms and actually build like musculature around them and get proportions right without like needing to rely on reference. Admittedly, reference does make the process go a lot faster and a lot smoother. But like, you know, the fact that like I have now that eye for proportion is actually helping me a lot in terms of feeling like, you know, I'm actually like progressing as an artist. Soon you will never unsee the body shapes. So like one of my friends showed me his book about like how to draw a human form and like the various like proportions. And one of the fucking funniest pages of that book was just it's basically to show like, yeah, here's about how big the feet should be. It's just a fucking head attached to a foot, and they were both the same width. And I looked at that page and lost my mind laughing because it was just this fucking cryptid looking ass like head foot man. It was genuinely so fucking funny to me for no reason. Not the eyebrows. SCP art studies, honestly, kind of. Honestly, it's like the Kirby look. I would like. It's like I feel like I need to like have an understanding of form and like things before I like, you know. It's like learn the rules so that way you can break it. And let me go ahead and pray to this well. Because like I want to draw like I don't want to draw hype. I guess I want to draw like light hyper, like just on the edge of like what would even be like logically possible with like, you know, anthros in terms of like, you know, musculature and bellies. But that requires a lot of study, and I think the best way to get that study, at least for me, is just to like keep drawing and like, you know, keep trying my hand at, keep using references, keep, you know, keep finding motivation. I think is like the biggest thing. They'll be listening. They be listening sometimes. Come on, leak. This is the only fish I'm fucking missing. For folks, bodybuilders are real life hypers. Come on, leak. And they make great references. Bodybuilders do make really good references. Admittedly, you do have to also like basically put in some more softness over it, because the bodybuilder look is a result of like super dehydration. So that way they get the muscles to pop more. I'm gonna become the fucking Joker. The cloud just does not stay long enough. It makes me big sag. All right, we got 2 more songs. Right after this one, Sleepwalkers, Good Night, and Gas Station Sushi. What the fuck? And then we will probably be wrapping up and heading out. Well, you know, like I'm also like it's weird learning anatomy more. And like I low-key like learning to draw has made me kind of want to work out more, so I can use myself as reference. The problem is like I don't really have like the means to work out right now in terms of like getting into like a shape where I could use myself as reference. I could do like a lot of like lean working out, but like that would more be towards like a swimmer's build, as opposed to like the kind of like the mass monsters I want to draw. At-home workouts, yeah, that'd probably be the effort in terms of like, you know, because like they're, you know, you basically like you basically work towards like a lean build. You can still use yourself as reference for posing. I suppose that's fair. Sorry, giving a mass monster. To be fair, like I think if I had the time and energy, I really could like lean into like the full force like dad bod bear stereotype. The problem is, like, between work and streaming, I don't really have the time or energy, and I'm not giving up. I unfortunately can't give up work, and I do not want to give up streaming. That having been said, like mass looking dead art, honestly, just do squats to your standing desk. I would need to get a standing desk. Also, like, I have to remind myself, like, I actually am relatively strong compared to, like, the average. Because, like, I'm always comparing myself to my brother, who is a ex-football player who literally squatted so hard he gave himself, like, almost a stroke. he in high school when he was in football, he wanted to see how much he could, like, squat. So he put all of the weights he could, like maxed out the machine. And then he had some people watch him. He did like a set of 10, stood up, and then passed out, and has had migraines since then. Like, that's who I'm comparing myself to strength-wise. So I actually, like, I do have a lot of strength. I'm just not like extreme like that. Like, I've never, like, struggled to give anyone uppies before, so that's, like, probably a sign that, like, there's at least some amount of core strength there. And, like, when I realized, oh, wait, this is probably, like, why I'm, like, I'm not that strong. Like, no, I'm pretty strong, just, like, not extremely so. What? Why are we ending on this? Fish. I had myself back past the age of a single digit. Oh my god. What is this? Who did this? Forgy? I've seen the version of this where every noun is just fish. You know what that means? Fish. So this is where this audio is from. Oh yeah, go ahead and probably, I think now's the time to go ahead and save. I'll give y'all some time. But we are probably wrapping up here shortly. Also, when you're taller, your range of motion is further to do than short people, which is why bodybuilders are usually sub 5'9". Yeah. But yeah, so go ahead and make sure you save your game, as I will probably be closing the server out. Ooh, there's a new thing here. Oh, it's a little dragon. That's adorable. And then yeah, all right. Let me go and make sure Morgab catches his final fish. I think it's the time here. For sure, thank you for everyone hanging out. Hopefully you guys had a good time just like vibing and fishing. All right, I'm closing the server in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give you like 3 seconds for the stream delay to catch up, and so we go to this stuff. But yeah, let me see. Let me go ahead and move to the outro playlist, and let's see who's live so that we can raid out. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you had a good time just like vibing and fishing. Let's see. Thanks for the stream. I sent wet slime smoochies. Appreciated. Let's see. Foxy Fran's playing World of Warcraft. That's potential. Let's see. Stocks' VR chat. I see Cyrus is playing. It's been a bit. You know who it's been a bit since we've raided. I kind of want to raid Attack Rack. Cyrus is playing games and demos. Thanks for your stream. Well, thank you for hanging out. What is this? Interesting. I'm currently leaning towards Attack Rack at the moment. And doing a quick look. I think it's Attack Rack. When have you had a chance of going into Gaby? We've rated Gaby somewhat recently. It was, I don't remember if it wasn't the last couple of weeks. It was, I think, at some point in October. But it's been like half a year since we rated it. We've rated Attack Rack, so see, I can go one stream without breaking Starky. I appreciate it. But yeah, okay, just checking. But yeah, When in doubt, I'm just going to use my default raid message, lab break. And yeah, thank you for hanging out, you sweet beans. All right, use my Mr. Whoever Zoom what you happen to have. Straight over to attack rack. I'm making sure that I'm getting the numbers of characters right. But yeah, anyways, I'm StarkyMorph, Big Gay Chaos Creating Internet, variety streamer live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however, every Tuesday and Friday, we try to do art here. Gator Polycule raid message. You know what, I forgot about that moment. Lab break, you know what, Gator Polycule. Gator Polycule. Gator Polycule, go. There we go. Use that emote, or feel free to use lab break. Use whoever's emotes you happen to have. But yeah, if you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including going live, Blue Sky is the place to be. I post going live messages, as well as like general ramblings, art that I get commissioned, as well as art that I make myself. And yeah, general, you know, as I get closer to debuting, starting next, like I'm gonna be debuting my new model in the next year. So that'll be hype. I'll probably be doing a lot of posting on there to get everyone excited. I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch from the VODs there, see what we've been up to, see the general rambling, see the art progressions, see the spaghetti we make in Factorio. I have a Discord if you'd like to up in there, say hi to all the sweet beans, see the crush come through the sweet beans post, and a TikTok if you'd like to see added content, maybe myself as well as my editor Michio. Anyways, I'm gonna send you all over to Attack Rack, who is a absolutely lovely sweet bean, super duper amazing artist, big gremlin energy. You guys will love her to bits. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow for more art. And yeah, have a wonderful evening. Bye! Bye-bye!